All right, welcome to another wonderful week of Dungeons and Dungeons. We return after a crazy episode Justin needs to watch at some point. I haven't rendered and uploaded it yet because I ran out of space on my computer, so I will get to that. That's a very important episode where definitely nothing of extreme importance happened because they decided to finish the rest of that dungeon. So, as we come back to the Waterdeep crew, the last we knew, Tellius was eaten by a tigre! And Charnook, you watched your buddy Tellius be eaten and taken away as you were returning back from the fight pits victorious with more earnings, but down one friend. So you were pretty upset. Your Isaac, your owner, very, very upset, is now running around his best trying to figure out what to do. With that, Tellius, you're gone for who knows how long, so goodbye. We'll see you a little later. Don't close your video. That'll mess up the boxes. The rest of you find Charnook come back to the cells. Everybody but Zeph is there, obviously, because Zeph has been put up with the humans at the higher levels. You guys are at the lower levels. And inside your cages, Charnook has his own little area, remember, as before, and the rest of you are all together, but your abode's been made a little better thanks to the winnings, and Charnook's a little shell-shocked as he gets in there. There's already seems to be meats and a meal waiting for you, Charnook, as a sort of present of sorts to ease your grief. There's a lot of very well high-quality food awaiting you for your victory, and the rest of the crew sees you as you get locked in your cage. Your cell, and the guards go toward the end. The guards that were watching you for so long were murdered by the strong, no, that's not what they're called, the madness lizard folk that were hidden within the walls, or trapped within the walls when you guys had that entire counter last time as well, deep inside the mines. So we resume with the group inside their cells. You guys can inquire to Charnook where Tellius is, because your dear friend has not returned.
So did you win?
Of course I won. But I mean, a tiger, I think, took Tellius, and...
Well, why didn't you just beat the tiger?
If I had hurt the tiger, then all of the guards would have attacked me, and all of the favor that we have right now would have just disappeared. But I don't know. I just kind of I didn't really know what to do, so I just did nothing. And I thought, he knows how to fend for himself. He should be okay. It's just a tiger, right? I mean, you seem far less concerned than I was expecting. I was way over.
You tell me he was attacked by a tiger, and we fought a 12-foot giant monster that was significantly more powerful than a tiger. I think it'll be fine.
Huh. I thought for sure you were going to be mad. That's a huge weight off my shoulder. Here, have some steak.
As you throw a stake across the cells, remember, you guys are separated by like 8 feet of walking path between your cells. So you're like face to face looking through the bars, Tyrion being like, meh, not so bad, and Charnook surprisingly happy he's not being reamed out right now.
How was everybody else? How was your sitting in your cell?
About the same as it's been.
Today?
A lot of sitting, a lot of work, not a lot of sleep.
So, what are we getting out of here? Like, what?
We have to figure out how.
There's a plan, right? Do we have a plan?
We are working on it.
As you can hear, like, the pickaxes in the background of the mines and just, like, the silence echoing after you guys are working on it is said.
So, I guess...
Right, Ignatius, you're working on that plan.
I mean, we're all working on a plan, right?
Of course, of course. Why aren't you contributing more, Charnu? Come on.
I guess I could probably, like, hit the rocks harder and mine more, but I don't know. Is that what you guys need me to do?
No, I'm just messing with you, Charnu.
Oh. Alright. I'm sorry, I'm just still a little bit... This is... I've never really had to be...
I mean, it sounded like you won, is that right?
Yeah, I mean, of course I won. That's why they got me all this food, because I won and my friend said. Or at least that's what they think, but I'm pretty sure he's not dead.
Well,
it's just a tiger, right?
It's a tiger. If it's just a tiger, I feel pretty confident he can fend for himself.
There were a lot of tigers in the area, so I mean, if that one tiger brought him to more tigers, I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Like how many tigers?
Well, there are a lot, just kind of sitting about in the arena.
What's a lot?
Like well, it's a lot. It's like at least 10. How many actually are there?
There was like 30 or 40, so you would have to be like...
At least...
How many rooms full of tigers could be a mathematical equation Charnook's trying to figure out right now, since numbers aren't a strong suit. But gambling, how many, maybe make it that equivalent. Like how many, how much would you put in the pot worth of tigers?
I don't know how I would make that analogy.
I don't know.
There were at least a dozen and a half.
So, Charnook.
Right.
If you were playing a game of cards.
Right.
And all of the tigers were somebody's chips. And they went all in. How many chips would be in the pot?
Not enough to bluff me out.
Of course.
Well, you feel an arm around your shoulder, Charnook. And you see a red tiefling going, well, if Charnook's not going to contribute, I know I sure am, as I've had such deep conversations with our beloved Tyrion over there. The wheels are in motion, and I will not stand for this one moment. As the stronger Tyrion gets, the stronger my influence becomes on this beautiful world. And we are going to see a much better day than this. I mean, look how drab it is in here. It's just...
terrible.
For Victor, look at you. I mean, you should be in halls for being victorious in gladiatorial pits.
I agree with you.
Unbecoming.
Absolutely.
You got something on your horn there, and you see him like wipe off some of the blood from inside the pits, and there we go.
Much appreciated.
He puffs you up, and then you see him like turn into a very small animal and then get through the bars and then come back open and walk over to Tyrion, and who's now in between both yourselves, and he goes, I am going to investigate more of what happened to dear Tellius and see if Charnook ended up getting our friend killed. And I
mean,
I'm gonna
probably not.
probably
right?
not. It probably
Definitely not dead.
100% probably not dead, most likely. But I'm going to check on that. So while I do that, the rest of you, don't get yourselves killed and be sure to cause trouble. As he just starts casually whistling and walking down the hallway away from all you guys.
Who is that guy again? Nobody knows.
A bit of a slacker.
A slacker. In what way?
You know, we've been here a few days, and he's just, you know, you'd think being a multi-dimensional demon would be of benefit to us, but you know.
Right.
I understood half of what that sentence was.
You guys have been here for at least 2 weeks in the mines, and you're about to start your 3rd week in the mines.
Are we coming up on a pay raise anytime soon?
That's not how mines work.
Do I get hazard pay?
You don't know a lot about slavery, do you?
Not really. That wasn't really a thing that our people do.
Progressive minotaurs.
Very enlightened people.
As the week begins, 3 days go by, unless you guys want to do anything during your 3 days of the same typical mining shifts. As you get to your 4th day, that is when...
After the first day, I'm starting to get a little bit worried about Tellius.
No, he's fine, right? Totally fine.
Yeah, he's probably fine.
Extremely capable.
Do you think we should ask around?
I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna tell us anything.
Yeah, but not really a ton of guys have gladiatorial connections here, so I'm not sure how we would be able to put the feelers out.
You're probably right.
Do I recognize anyone from, like, is there anyone else around me that fight in the pits?
There's a couple that you do notice occasionally, mostly the orcs you fought in the first round of the pits that are still recovering from their broken injuries.
They probably don't like me very much.
Not so much, but you could always try.
I could.
I mean, somebody else could go if you pointed him out.
Yeah, there's some guys right over there.
I mean, since you know him,
I kind of broke their arms and bashed their face in.
I mean, sometimes that's how you meet your best friends, right?
I mean, I've yet to experience that, but if you say so, I wouldn't be one to doubt you.
No, but if you are uncomfortable talking to them, I'd be willing to do it.
This may be more your cup of tea than mine, because they probably don't like me, seeing as I, broke their arms and bashed their face in.
And they're also orcs, so,
True.
Got some points there. Maybe they don't like half orcs. Who knows? But I'll give it a whirl if you don't want to do it yourself.
No, please go. Just do it.
All right, Ignatius, you walk up to 2 orcs that are working on the line. You guys are in your chains and all that, but you have enough leeway and latitude to get close to them. As the 2 orcs are mining away, you can tell one of them, its arm is just these disgusting purples and swollen in all sorts of ways that's definitely not healing correctly, and the other one's face is still a swollen mess. Even weeks later, the bruising, the cuts and stuff like that, these are like month to 2 month injuries at least to get over what they experienced in the pits. How do you approach?
Casually working over there. I get close enough to talk to him. I'll say, I hear you were some of those, amazing gladiators.
One you hear clicking, and another one turns over and goes, "Oh, The half-blood has questions. What could I do for you, half-blood?
Always.
Yes, I had a friend in the gladiatorio pits. He is yet to return. Looks like a giant lizard thing. I was wondering if maybe you knew what happened, or if you've seen him.
Vorgak, isn't that the bastard that broke your face in? And he looks over. I can't see shit. What do you mean? And you can see his eyes are still all messed up. The half-blood over here wants to know if there's that lizard guy we saw get eaten. A friend of his fighting with that bastard horn fellow. Yeah, I think that's the last thing I remember seeing before my face got cracked. Well, that's fascinating. He saw him get dragged off, half-blood.
Dragged off to where?
Oh, where the tigers eat the ones that don't get away fast enough.
Awesome. Okay. Any way for someone to confirm whether he was eaten, or do the tigers kind of just eat it all?
Oh, tigers definitely eat their prey. I mean,
Well,
you gotta be... Yeah, actually, I've never heard of anybody ever getting out. Have you, Vorgak? You see Vorgak? I mean, no. Those animals are basically sacred, so I don't know. You're not gonna get a meal away from them. He turns over to you, the one that you're talking to without the messed up face, and he puts his hand off. I like your gusto, half-blood. Most half-bloods wouldn't approach us and even try and talk. My name's Igar. He puts
Igar?
his hand out. Yeah, it's I-G-U-R-G.
oh shit! I lost. No.
Edwar.
Hang on. I-G. What was it?
I-G-U-R-G. Igor.
I-G-U-R-G.
The second G is silent.
Yep. I'm Igor, and this is Vorgak over here, as Vorgak waves to the opposite side of where you guys are at.
Nice to meet you. My name's Ignatius.
Oh, fancy name for the half-blood. Ignatius.
Yes, well, I always find it fascinating to converse with my larger half, so to speak.
Yeah, we sure are. Isn't that right? Volgarf, over here!
How long have you two been here?
Oh, jeez. I don't do the numbers so well. Vorgak is definitely the mastermind there. And you see Vorgak, we've been here, and he puts his hands in front of his face. Uh-oh. I can't see my hands. Igor, I don't know how many days has it been?
Can you picture your hands in your head?
I'll try this thought exercise for you. Must be at least 6 fingers worth of cycles.
Cycles. Cycles being months.
You're not there.
Oh, cycles a year, 6 years.
You see, yeah, that sounds about right to me.
It's a long time.
Yeah, we got picked up off one of our routes in those Roman hills out there. A bunch of these orcs were rounding up clans, and we're not gonna deal with that nonsense. Be ruled by a bunch of dwarf killers. That's not our style.
I can tell you're good guys. You wouldn't want to be into any of that.
Yeah, humans. That's what we fuck up.
But of course.
Bunch of corrupt, no good, no contribution pieces of shit.
Many are.
You
yes.
hear Vorgak? Fucking shit.
I've met a
Dwarves.
couple decent.
Yeah.
I've met a couple decent ones, but there are a lot of corrupt ones.
I think it's endless. I've never met a dwarf that wasn't of some use. I don't think I've met a human of use yet. Even their bones are brittle. They don't even make good weapons.
Well, thank you for the information. It was lovely talking to you.
Ah, well, lovely is one way of describing it. And he smashes you on your back, and you can feel the sting with the sheer strength of this dude is orc strength through and through.
Yes, well,
like, you stay safe. Good to see you around, Ignatius. Don't be a stranger.
I hope you're able to get out of this place someday.
Oh, you hear that, Vorgak? And you hear him. Oh, he's still got the hope in him. Oh, he'll lose that. He'll lose that.
We'll see. Later,
we will.
gentlemen.
And the other one waves to you. Goodbye, half-blood. And he's almost facing you, but not quite.
Almost got him. Okay. I'll head back.
All right.
Charnook.
Right. Well,
I talked to your fighting buddies. First off, I don't think they like you very much.
that's just as I suspected.
I mean, that might go away in time once the injuries heal.
I'll just hit him, make him forget.
That's one way to do it. So they did see Tellius get dragged off into the tiger cage. And they said they never see anyone come out of there, so...
Yeah, I mean, Tellius is special, right? Like, I'm sure he's fine. Like, it's Tellius! There's no way. He's fine.
I'm not counting him out yet, but the circumstances are dire.
You can clearly hear him on the line telling this to Charnook, and Charnook having survivor's guilt.
No, he's gonna be alright. He'll be fine.
I hope so.
He'll be fine.
And he's tougher than the average person, even slave hardened, or work hardened slave. There's definitely a chance he was able to work his way out of there, but
Yep, I agree.
But we'll just have to keep our eyes and ears open for any information.
Absolutely.
But if he is alive, he could be seriously injured as well.
But he can, like, heal himself, right? That's a thing that he can do.
Well, I mean, magic collars.
They don't have the... Did they have those on?
Who? Everyone has that shit on in your group.
Right.
Fights.
During the fights, though, I thought sometimes... No.
Some other people didn't, per se, but Tullius sure did.
Right. He's crafty. He's very clever. I'm sure he'll... I'm sure he'll be okay.
For the sake of role-playing, it's not looking good for Charnook. Moving on. Unless you guys want to do anything else. Alright. As you get to the night of the third day, you hear quite a hubbub at night, and shouting from your cells, and loud snaps and crackings of whip, and people going back and forth. And then during your fourth day, there does seem to be a lot more murmurs going on and out throughout the mines. You can see there's a different demeanor of sorts between the guards are more on edge, and the workers seem to be... I don't know, they seem different. You can try and inquire more if you want.
Can I find my friends Vorgak and Igor?
You sure can. You can walk on over to them as best you can during one of the sections. One of the guards even starts to give you a little bit of a rough time as you make your way over. He's like, 5 feet! 5 feet! But it's still enough to have a conversation with the two of them.
Does he have COVID?
Yeah, right. I was thinking the same thing, yeah.
Nice.
Hello, friends.
Hello again, Half-Blood. And the other one goes, it's Ignatius. He's like, right. The little fire. How are you doing?
Good yourself.
Oh, man, it's crazy times. It's almost like you're an omen of sorts. We make a new friend, and things just start getting interesting.
Yeah, the atmosphere and demeanor of everyone seems strange. Do you two know anything about that?
Oh, that's right. You're back in your deep cages. You're the special lot. Must be real troublemakers of sorts. There's a breakup of sorts out here. Guards didn't like us all getting together. Normally we have no problem. But there's a storyteller that comes through every now and then. And we all get together to listen to what he has to say. Most of us don't understand a damn word that he says. But last night was something magical. He spoke, it seemed like, to all of us, telling us tales of other lands and people walking around without masters and all sorts of stuff. But more importantly, powerful people. Did you know there's a war going on?
I did, actually.
So you believe this? You get stuck in the mines and the whole world moves on without you.
We got stuck in one of the battles of the war, actually, me and my friends.
Oh, we got a fucking veteran on our hands. Oh, well, excuse me. Live to tell a tale.
Yes.
You got more than a little fire in you, Half-Blood.
Well, thank you for that.
What are
So
you
interesting.
Yeah.
This storyteller was telling everyone about the world outside of the mines, and
Yeah, he promises to come back with more stories tonight. Tell us more of the deeds, the way the world actually works. And the guards didn't like too much of that, and even after his stories, some people were getting violent, but even the storyteller didn't like that. So I think they made some sort of deal. As long as we don't get violent, he can keep telling us these stories. Some of the guards even like them as sort. Seems like he speaks to them.
interesting. And are people in the cells like me and my friends, are we ever able to come out to listen?
I mean, it's worth asking your whoever your cell keeper is. Do you know who's keeping the closest eye on you? From what you know, Ignatius, they were killed and they haven't been replaced yet.
Oh,
Remember during
that's
that
right.
whole scenario.
Yeah. Oh.
So it's been just like a rotation of just random guards at this point.
Yeah. The guys that looked after us died in when those crazy madness creatures came out of the walls and started attacking everyone. They were killed, so we kind of don't really have an official holder at the moment.
Well, that might be beneficial. Worth asking, then. And of course, you'd be caught up in all that craziness. Regular something else. This little fire over here.
As well, I'll see if I can get us in to listen to these stories. I'm very interested.
Best of luck.
Thank you. Good day to both of you.
They nod, and one of them just like, he's so polite. I've never been treated so kind in my life. Kind of disgusts me. Yeah.
That's about right.
All right, your turn to the group.
So apparently there's a storyteller that comes here every once in a while, and he was telling stories of the outside world, and the war going on, and people living without masters, and apparently it riled up a lot of the slaves.
They let someone like that in here?
Apparently it's something they do every once in a while. I don't know.
Well, did you happen to catch his name so we know to look out for him?
Well, he's supposed to be coming back tonight, and I was going to see if we could get out and listen to him. 'Cause apparently we're in special cells that
Of course.
are, yeah. So we might not be able to, but also the fact that our cell keeper passed away, so we don't really have anyone to let us out to listen to him. So whoever is there, we'll just have to ask and see what he says.
Okay. Interesting. Did they tell you anything about, Tellius?
I'll look around for Chernuk. Is he with us?
Yeah, he's right next to you guys on the line.
Okay.
What do you want? I'm right here.
Well, they saw him go in the tiger cage. So.
Right, you told me about this yesterday. You didn't tell Tyrion. I thought you were right there. Did you hear?
Must have been napping.
Yeah, Tellius was so brave. He fought. He found his way into the tiger cages where they eat all the meals. So I'm sure he's dwelling peacefully amongst them.
You think Tellius is like feeding the tigers their food?
That's a distinct possibility. He's very
He's
charming.
walking around throwing snakes at them.
I was right next to you. I heard everything, Charno.
Okay.
Uh,
Well,
All right.
there's
So, as it starts to come toward the end of the night of the fourth day,
As the
Yeah.
guards come to collect us.
yeah.
Excuse me, I heard something about a storyteller. Is there any way we might be able to participate?
You see him listen. What'd you say?
I heard a rumor that there's a storyteller that comes around and tells great fantasies.
He turns over to one of the other guards. He goes, "Son of a bitch. You tell me if you see this storyteller and let us know. It's great interest to us to know where he tells the stories. We'd like to participate."
Oh, we were told that you would be the ones that allowed us to go see him.
We allow you to go. Who told you that?
It was just one of the other inmates. I can't even recall his face.
Make a persuasion check. Deception. Deception.
I mean, technically, he wouldn't know his face.
Yeah. What do you say?
16.
But that's
16.
pushing it.
Big brain cards. very high insight.
See the guard, he looks in close to you. Well, let me tell you, don't let any of these idiots fill your head full of bullshit. Lot of dummies in here. And if they're letting in this storyteller you call him, he's not welcome down here. You let us know if you see anything or hear anything suspicious about that, and we'll set things straight. There'll be a little something in it for you.
Oh, okay. Certainly. Is there... Okay. Huh. I'll just...
Yeah.
I'm just confused by this interaction, so...
Yeah, you guys get back to your cells, and then they walk away.
Yeah, so the guards don't really know anything about this storyteller.
Some of them did. How would the other inmates even know about it, right?
Well, because it sounds like the other inmates are in a more communal type lodgings than we are.
So maybe it's one of the inmates.
Maybe?
Maybe it's one.
Interesting.
If we hear the clamoring like we did yesterday, do you think we should try and make a move?
I mean, what can we do? It's not like we can break out of these bars. It's not like any of us can
I might be able
use
to.
our abilities.
I kind of can. It's really easy to use your abilities when your abilities is muscles.
That is true.
You see Kolvith appear next to Tyrion. He looks exhausted as he's inside the cave. Big bags under his eyes, though he's still put together pretty well. And he's, sounds like something of interest. I could be a nice lookout to see what's going on if this so-called storyteller shows up.
Where have you been?
I've been very busy getting you lot out of here. Let me tell you.
But we're still here.
Oh, okay. So, what's the plan then? 'Cause
What's
it
the
sounds
plan
like
then? Well,
you're the one that's obviously doing it. The only one who can do anything right now.
well, the thing is, and you see him come over to your neck, fucking, and he's punching the collar on your neck. He's like, there'd be a lot more we could do if this was fucking off.
Oh, yeah, you're telling me. I know.
Well, preaching to the choir then. All right. Sorry, I don't lose my cool like that. That is embarrassing. Regardless, as he takes one more punch at it.
You don't have any kind of metal, like a tweezer, something to even try to pick that off of him,
Charnook,
right?
your brain right now, it appears to me so large.
Well, I do have a big head, so...
Exactly, and with those big heads, you should keep such big suggestions in your fucking brain.
I thought it was a good idea.
I bet you did, big brain. So for the rest of us who wants morons, these are arcanely blocked. You can't just get these off with little fidgety tweezers here. Otherwise, you lot should have gotten them off by now anyway. I would hope you would have tried. Regardless, there's been quite a stirring going upon the streets, and I have no doubt it's probably your friend. I hope.
What do you mean?
Well, I can't track down Tellius. That's what my objective was, and see what he was up to, and hopefully get our everything in motion here for my plan.
So he's not in the tiger pits still?
Well, there's no body in the tiger pits, if that's what you're looking for.
Well, I guess that's something.
There are bones, and I don't really know how to identify those bones or what the hell Tellius even is.
But they were like fairly normal-looking bones.
They were basically gnawed and eaten-looking bones, filled with the rest of the gnawed and eaten-looking bones.
Okay.
I'm starting to remember why I only talked to Tyrion. Now,
We're back onto the subject.
yes, of course.
What stirrings?
Oh, of course, yes, the stirrings. You can see he is exhausted. Like, the bag under his eyes, this is so out of character. He's clearly been up to something. On the streets, there has been quite a commotion of sorts. From what I could tell, it seems like there was an ambush from one of the royalty of these parts, and some item of importance was taken from them. Now, if I can find a correlation from where this ends up, that would help out. I don't know what the artifact was, and I don't know why it would have caused such a upset tone within the rest of the streets here, but I've got my fingers deep into some of the people inside here now, and that makes things a lot easier for trying to understand the way of the streets. The most difficult part is nobody speaks the same language, and if they do, they're not well spoken for. Many of these people don't have an ounce of schooling in them, and they can't even count on one hand, let alone communicate properly. And this clearly isn't a coincidence.
Well, I mean, it's not like I ever got education outside of my parents.
Exactly. So, this is one wall I will be able to hurtle over. I just need a little more time. I could really use a good story tonight. As he
So that
smiles at the
wasn't
rest
you?
of
That wasn't you? Or wait, was that you?
No, it was not. No,
Oh.
no, not at all. It sounds fascinating, and I admire somebody that has the audacity to come inside some of the most guarded and pits of minds of all of Mina and try to tell stories to incite violence against the guards. I think this is the type of stuff we should be doing, quite frankly. But it's a little overt. It's not as subtle as I think our style goes.
Well, it'd be easier if we weren't stuck in these godforsaken caves. It sounds like the other prisoners are all together, of some sort.
That would happen when you blow up an entire palace of an inner circle member.
I thought we didn't know about that. Oh, yeah.
We did not do that.
I mean,
She did it herself. It's her fault.
right, I was there, I saw it happen, wish I could have did more there, but, if you weren't there, palace probably doesn't explode.
Weren't you there when she spoke to me?
Yes, I was.
She pretty explicitly said she didn't tell them anything about us.
Right. But she did tell them to put you in the deepest dungeons because you were so dangerous.
Well, that would have been good to know a little while ago.
Ah, but you never asked! I've been so busy sorting out your shit! I've never had to work overdrive.
Won't get anywhere if we're fighting.
Yes, I agree. Zeph's doing fine. He is not being fed very well, but he has gotten into I don't know how many fights at this point. He must be as close to solitary confinement as you can get in these mines. He has more black eyes and bruising than I've ever seen on a human. And that's saying something, because I've been... He looks to all of you. Well, you know where I've been, Tyrion. He puts up a hell of a fight.
That's good to know. Okay. I mean, hold on a second. Excuse me.
One of the guards comes down.
I'm curious. Why are we kept in these caves? Is this how all the slaves are kept?
That's need to know information for somebody of your stature.
I mean, is he being? I like gesture to Charter. Is he so special that we have to be kept in these caves?
Well, he is a champion of sorts, and maybe if he keeps winning, you might get a chance to get yourself out of isolation.
Isolation.
Okay.
Do you need any food or water?
Yes, please. I'm parched.
He goes and walks away. You can tell, guard it. The guards very much have a distance from you. And when he returns, slides the water through and all that. Definitely not opening anything to give you guys water.
Yeah.
But you're given another refilling of your bucket of water.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I mean, how are we supposed to meet this Alright, you know what? Cole,
Yes.
in the other quarters with the other prisoners is where the storyteller is. I don't know if we're gonna be able to find a way over there at this point. Because I don't want to tip off the guards just yet about this person.
Yes.
But if you could maybe do some reconnaissance for us, possibly.
I think that's an intelligent idea, Tyrion. A real big brain idea, as he shouts into the hallway. I'll come back and report tomorrow. I won't wake your precious little sleepy heads from whatever I can find out deep in the night. I will report to you as soon as I can. When you awake in the morning before your rounds of dreary dribble.
Alright.
Alright. Kolveth takes off. The rest of you guys are here to...
What a freaking... What a thespian. Oh my goodness. Sometimes he just aggravates me so much.
Yeah, he's kind of a snob.
The snobbiness you get used to. It's the drama of how he acts. It always has to sound like a story.
I mean, it does make for an entertaining conversation.
Don't encourage this.
Trunduk, as you sit down on one of your chairs, the leg gives way and you fall to the ground.
Is this how you treat your champion? World!
That was him. That was Cole. Oh my goodness. Anyways, so we should rest up.
Ooh, I have a chair leg now.
You do?
What's it made of?
Really shitty wood. As
Is it
shit as it
splintered?
can be. It is
it
splintered and like balsa wood garbage.
Also, yeah.
And man, give me a shank! I want to start a revolution with a shank!
I will take
I'm
that into
gonna
consideration what my players want.
I'll fold it in on itself as many times as I possibly can and sharpen it.
Okay. As you do that throughout the night till you pass out, about 4 a.m. Yeah.
Sidebar, did we gain any more HP from the
No.
feast?
You're kind of just stuck at where you're at right now.
Okay.
About 4 a.m. Tyrion, you're in a deep slumber. It's one of the nicer sleeps you've been in a long time in these caves, as at least something's kind of going in motion. You're concerned about Tellius, but you're, catching your stride a bit. Coming up on 3 weeks here, it's, not great, but you guys are surviving. And then you feel a little poke, and then get the fuck up! Get up! Get up!
Shut up! Oh my god! Shut up! What? What?
You just see him, eyes wide, fury. He's pacing back and forth. The audacity of this man! As he is shouting, clearly everybody in the room can hear him. Even one of the guards starts to come over, and as the guard comes over, he can't hear Kolvith though. Like, all of you can hear him, but the guard can't, as he hears a little bit of the stirring and everybody going around. He just sees, like, everything all right in there?
I just had a nightmare.
Right then. Takes a look and then walks on back. As you see Kolvith, he's almost hyperventilating at this point.
Cole. What?
This storyteller, this son of a bitch. These should be our stories, Tyrion. These should be our songs they sing. You should see them all. They're just eating out of the palm of his hand, listening to stories about the chosen, great heroes.
Cole. Let's wrap your ego up for a moment.
No, this isn't okay. We should be doing this. They killed a god, is what they're saying. We kill gods. They don't kill gods. Who the fuck are they?
I don't know.
This is a group of people out there killing Escott Grandier. Who the fuck is Escott Grandier? And why would we care? Oh, let me tell you, the great panther is gonna sew us through these beautiful woven tales of some great cities falling and the defeat, and he wants us to believe a toothpick of a woman killed this great monster.
But the Great Panther?
The Black Panther.
Who is? What is that? Was it literally a panther that showed up and?
No, this old rackety man with this long gray beard, salt and peppers, and gold teeth. He appears out of cracks in the walls like the little rat he is. And he talks about worlds and grandeurs, and he was actually quite engaging. He had me quite enthralled, but then just the detail he goes into about the world and speaks of these things like he's so well read. How well read could he be? Speaking of the collapse like he knows what the hell he's talking about. Just infuriating. Times before where Mina was this great world. It's just, and everyone listens. You see him starting to calm down a little bit.
Do you have it out? Are we good?
We'll be good. I'll let you know when we're good. How about that? I'll make you that promise. I'll be good when he has a story about us. We take down a freaking pit fiend from the hells. I don't hear songs about us.
Nobody knew about it except for like 12 of us.
This is the problem. I'm going to work on our songs.
Okay, great. So this old man appears out of the walls and tells them stories.
Yes, he does.
Is an actual person, though?
It looked like one. I couldn't tell if he was he did not seem to have magic of sorts. Seemed like your typical human.
Well, you don't just melt out of walls without magic.
No, he was climbing out of the walls. He has all sorts of tools and kits, very rudimentary.
Oh.
No magical essences or... I forget the word for it, but just no class.
Okay, well... Okay. Well, answering one of your questions, Escott Grandier is the leader of the Cobalt Alliance, so...
Oh, right, that name, of course, now that sounds...
He is kind of a big deal.
That's... Well, now, the rage is building, but it's simmered now, because I was... It's kind of good to know that he's being knocked off, then.
Not quite a god, but, like, he's a bit of a big deal. Anyways, so...
Knew he was exaggerating.
did he say anything of value? Or was he just telling these stories about stuff happening outside the world?
Depends on what you perceive as value. You can see the twinkles in all the eyes of those who listen. It's almost disgusting to hear them talking about these heroes and champions of this war that's going on there. He talks about them as that there was champions of these lands, and champions will return to these lands again. He spoke stories about this weeping willow that has been going around avenging justice to all those who have wronged the free people of Mina.
Is that a myth I'm familiar with?
You can make a history check about the weeping willow.
Let's see. 9.
Doesn't ring any bells.
Oh.
So he goes on about that justice and how justice will soon find our lands as well. But he keeps talking about peace, peaceful protest, that we have to throw down our arms. That if everyone just stopped working tomorrow, what would the masters do? And like, what a completely delusional idea from such a crotchety old man. But people love this idea of an Armistice Day, or I don't know, whatever they were babbling on about.
Were they seriously planning it, though?
Considering it for certain. They held on to every word this Black Panther said. It was ridiculous. And what's most alarming is I could understand everything he said in Abyssal. But there's no way everybody in the room understood Abyssal.
That's...
His stories came to me in my native tongue.
That is... interesting.
It is, for I do not understand why all these people were cheering for this crotchety old man speaking in Abyssal.
People don't speak Abyssal.
Agreed!
We both know that.
Thank you. We are special, Tyrion. I see what you're getting at.
Okay. Interesting. So he could speak in a way that reached any language. It sounds. That's what it sounds like.
It could be.
If it wasn't common, I mean, you understood Abyssal, not common.
That's exactly.
But I guarantee you, nobody else in that room, or very few people in that room, would understand Abyssal. So
that's why they must be morons, all cheering, applauding like they understood.
That's the wrong takeaway from that point, but okay.
I can't believe he dared tell such stories. I should have a word with him. I should have had a word with him. I was just too pissed.
Oh my! You should have. If so, I mean, he might be able to give us some details on, escaping or getting these collars off or something.
I'll try to track him down and talk with him. He should be back again, apparently. He does not visit once a month. He visits all the time, and the guards are quite interested in finding this problem. It seems like some of the guards are very sympathetic towards this individual, like the ideas he says. They seem to be on rotation, and he hits different parts, from what I could gather. Other guards, not so much.
Do you happen to know, were any of the guards present last night?
It seemed they were not, because you have to look the other way for this little gathering to occur.
Okay.
But his exaggerations cannot be understated. He described a woman with crossbows killing a mythical creature with the tiniest of stature, trying to pursue some story about it doesn't matter your size or your strength, that you can even take down the greatest of adversaries. It made me want to vomit.
Okay.
No
If you ever happen to recognize one of the guards that watch out
Yes,
for
yes,
that
I'll let you.
gathering,
I'll let you.
well, if they are ever covering us, that might be a way for us to be part of the meeting.
That would be good. That would most certainly be good.
And then maybe we could find a way to get these collars off.
As he goes to reach out for the collar, he's like, yes, indeed. All right. Go back to sleep. You'll need it. They'll be here in about an hour or so. I'm going to do more work. As he flies through the bars and leaves you all.
Okay.
The next day, as you guys are mining away, you can see almost a skip in their step with a lot of the people inside the mines. You guys are free to ask anybody anything you want. If you so choose to, or you can just go through your 6th mining day.
I can,
6-7.
there's one of those... Oh, wait, there was a group of tieflings, but there was one that was, like, all fancy tieflings. So I'm not gonna go to them.
Okay.
I'm gonna approach one of the other non-human races that are nearby.
Sure. There's Tabaxis, so you want to approach them.
Excuse
Yo.
me.
Boys.
I gotta double check. What is the Tabaxi's language?
They know common.
Well, we'll see.
I don't think they have their own language. Let me double check.
Chultan language? Chult. Huh. They do have their own language. Anyway, you approach them, and you hear a bunch of rabble for the first two as you try to talk to the first two. And
Excuse me.
they all start cursing at you in a language you don't understand, and then another one peers over and he goes, I speak common, what do you want?
It seems everyone is happy? That's very strange.
Happy is strange. There's not much happiness down here. Just endless woe and misery.
Why does it seem like this place is a little livelier than usual? Is something going on?
Maybe people heard some good stories to lighten their spirits and get their minds off the shit. Or maybe they're all morons finally accepting their death.
Okay.
Look at that one over there, and you see the gnome that Tellius talked to the first day, and the crazy one, she's like, look at that fucking idiot. He's accepted his death for certain. And you see him just like, as he's picking away, he's like, whoop, one pick on his head, one pick into the wall, one pick on his head, 2 picks into the wall.
Yeah, I actually agree with that evaluation.
The other one started talking the other language and goes, talks back to them, and they kind of go back to their own work. And now this one's just at the end of the line where you guys are close enough that you can talk, but farther enough where the guards aren't going to bother you.
Okay. Well. I would have loved to hear those stories, I think.
Who said they actually happened?
One of the other prisoners mentioned this storyteller. I don't know anything about him now.
Which little bitch is a rat? As you see him looking around with his eyes. Which one was it? I bet it was the fucking gnome.
I point to the gang leader tiefling.
You see him. You son of a bitch. You see him say something to the other ones. You see the other ones nod, and you can see one of them like look at a shank under its hand and put it away.
I'd say it's none of my business. I'm not a rat. I'm not gonna tell anyone.
No, only a rat is a rat, and you can smell its foul shit face from all the way over here.
Well, that's unfortunate. Out of curiosity, do you ever see people with these? And I point to my collar for a brief moment before I go back to work.
Yes, the most troublesome. You're probably very powerful. Good for you.
I'm not as powerful as you'd think, so I'm really not sure why they have this on me.
Clearly, you're
I mean,
here.
look at me.
Yes.
And I'm a tiny little.
Yeah, a little tiefling going. Yeah, but I had a brother. More like a cousin, really, by blood, but like your size. Complete and utter asshole. Completely obsessed with his bullshit in the world and architecture. But he had incredible abilities of magic. Little assholes out there doing whatever it is he does in this world. But he could knock me on my ass, let me tell you. He has these orbs he shoots at you. It's a little bitch is what he is. But, long story short, he's very powerful despite his size.
Well, I wish that were me. I just was a troublemaker. Caught in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Makes me want to switch places with my dumbass of a cousin. He's always in the wrong place at the wrong time. It'd be much better to have him here so I could punch him in the face and make the days go a lot quicker.
Do you ever see people with collars get them off?
When they're dead.
Fair enough. And just go back to my work.
Sure. All right. As the day continues, anybody else want to talk, or are you guys cool with that? Cool with that. All right. So as you,
How's Zeph doing?
what's that?
How's Zeph doing?
Well, Zeph is up and far away from you guys. At the end of the day, though, you see you guys have your food, and there's a changing of the guard. And a guard comes over, and he looks to all of you, and he goes, "There's been a reassignment of your humble abode, if you would please." And he put you guys into your shackles and starts to take you out. You too, big guy. You can tell his accent's a little foreign, but not too foreign, as he starts bringing you guys out into an upper level of his cells. You get a bit higher, and then waiting for you guys, you actually see Zeph inside one of the cells right now. As you guys get in there, and there's food and stuff right there, the guard looks to all of you and goes, "A favor from the Black Panther to each and every one of you. A friend of his apparently sends his best regards." And as he locks you guys up, he walks away. Zeph, you're back with the group after weeks of just mind-numbing mining.
Wait, I looked to Zeph. Do you know the Black Panther?
Does it look like I know anybody?
That's
He has like
true.
black and blue bruises everywhere. He
Looks like
has
you're
gotten
knocking
toned, but he has been fighting like a son of a bitch, and he's got like cuts all in him, a couple shanks clearly from other prisoners trying to fuck with them. Didn't go well for them.
Okay.
Zeph, it looks like you've had a tough go of it.
Yeah, well, I'm not locked in here with them. They're locked in here with me.
I like that outlook. That's good. I like it.
Well, Farnook gets some nicer rations at times, so you'll have that to look forward to.
I'm a gladiatorial champion.
It's true. Great.
The food at the end of the night that you guys eat all increase your max HP up another 25 points.
Yeah. So when we're resting at night, is it recovering HP?
I'm starting
No,
to.
not max, but like
Yeah, up to that point, yes, yes.
Cool.
So I think instead of change my max hit points, I've just been putting the current and leaving it there.
Oh.
I was at 50 when we started.
Cool.
So that was probably about right. So now I'm at 75.
All right. So as night is coming around, you see a couple of the guards come, and as they come to the cell doors and you're all there, they go, "Do you have any interest in stories?"
Anything to break up the monotony of this place.
Well, I heard there's a wonderful storyteller in town tonight.
Well, that would be. I would love to hear.
Is this a guard?
Yes, it is.
I'd like to insight check him.
Go ahead.
I want to know if he's trying to trick us somehow.
I want to memorize his face.
There's a guard here, and there's another guard behind him, too. And the other guard is whistling.
23 insight.
Okay. Whispers.
Yes.
Where is Randy?
Des me.
D&D Beyond is broken right now.
Oh,
Is
that
it?
sucks.
Is it?
Oh, nope, now it's back.
Interesting. Who is the storyteller?
You'll have to go listen to his stories to find out.
I mean, everything's better than this, right?
Sure is. Just
That's
do
what
it.
I'm saying. I would like to go. Can we go, please?
What do you think?
This place is mind-numbing.
Certainly. Just have to keep the regulations up. We wouldn't want you guys getting away. That would be most awful. And you see that one most awful indeed. As you
Mind numbing or mine numbing? Ah?
Very good, sir.
Unmutes himself to make it fun.
as they take you guys out in shackles, they bring you into this like area after area, and it seems super secluded, super out of the way. Definitely not like a normal communal area. This is clearly like on the move rotations of like gatherings that happen in Hush at night. There are guards there to keep people in line and of sorts, but the guards are basically permitting them to be able to hear. And as you guys see, some of the walls start like being removed, some of the stone, out comes this individual, dark skin, salt and pepper beard, a big smile, these gold teeth reflect in the torchlight as he comes out, and you see him look around to all of you. A lively crowd tonight, I see. Plenty of stories of lands far and away I bring to each of you. For a short time, I ask of each of you to open your mind to different worlds, to different ideas, and think about a life beyond your masters. A life of freedom and choice. Something that is very, very important. As he looks around and he ends important, looking right directly at you, Tyrion, making eye contact. And he begins to go into stories, some of which are the highlights I'll give. He's building up this intricately woven telling, and he goes, and at this point, they say, within the dawn, these great heroes of the North will have finally taken down the demons of this alliance that keep you here. They cry in the streets, your masters, to go aid such beings. But even if these great rulers, these tall, luxurious spaces need help, then how weak are your masters? How weak are your kings? We are the masters of ourselves. We are the ones that choose what we do. Just because.
What language is he speaking?
You hear it in Abyssal. Ignatius, you hear it in Orc. Charnook, you hear it in the Minotaur language.
Well, my primary language is Infernal.
Then you hear it in Infernal. Orhana
Okay.
hears it in Halfling. And you hear it in Common.
Gnomish. She's a gnome.
No, fuck, it's the other one. God damn it. God damn it. She hears it
It's
in
fine, I
Gnome.
know what you meant.
Gnomish. And you hear it in Common, Zeph. As the story is being told.
Very strange that this human is speaking Minotaur.
You can see Charnook. And you can actually see next to you, Tyrion. You can see Kolveth just biting his nail like fucking just angry next to you, completely ignoring all of you right now as he's listening to the stories and completely engaged. And he goes, such tales are not the only ones. Far and distant, even our streets come to you to bring such heroes and such journeys. I have found such heroes, such as the Weeping Willow that has gone around giving justice into the streets of such of the cities of Mina. She has found but a companion to help with such circumstances. And very soon we will see great changes on our horizon. And that is why it is of the most importance that we prove we are flesh and blood. We are alive. We are beings of life. We do not have to play their game. No master tells us how to be. No master tells you what to do. We all choose to toss down our tools, the ability to function. I ask you, what happens if we don't mine? You see the other one. Then somebody else mines. But what if he doesn't mine? And somebody else mines. But what if he does not mine? Well, I guess no mining gets done. And what happens if no mining gets done? And he's taking him down the path.
I speak out in Abyssal. Well, then the guards will whip us.
But what if the guards can whip and whip and whip and whip? But what if nothing gets done besides their whipping? What if one by one our bodies fall to the ground? They do not have enough whips to whip all of us into submission.
I convert to common. Mm-hmm. Well, then they'll replace us with new slaves.
Will they, though? Where do they get the new slaves if all the slaves inside Mina have thrown down their arms, have thrown down their means of mining, and they no longer can get what they want? Can they force you to mine?
Speaking in Abyssal again.
Yeah.
They cannot force us to mine, but how? There's no way we could that could be coordinated between all the slaves in the land.
A beautiful fallacy, my dear friend, but one that can be solved. It takes one of great injustice who has been abused by great injustices to understand that anything is possible when you get enough care into the world. All you have to do is believe it in your heart. And you can change the world bit by bit.
And how do we arrange such a thing? I mean, we are just but humble slaves.
are we now? Humble slaves with such collars on your neck, with such questions and ideas in your head. Most just listen during our sessions. Very few have the intelligence to talk back.
Well, the water is much deeper with some of us.
Much deeper, much fresher, and from different lands. You can see a lot of the people like, "Whoa, come back to the stories! Hey!"
Nobody can understand us, probably. Well, they can't understand me.
Can they?
I don't know.
Sure seems like people can understand you just fine.
Did I understand all that?
Yeah, you heard it all like normal common.
Nice.
Let me leave you with this. Great things are coming, and I even see it with some of you. As all of a sudden he starts pulling out these cards, and as he's pulling out the cards, they're all this symbol of the ivory tusks. It is their insignia, and as he starts flipping the cards and reading of fate and fortune, as the cards flip over, you see like stars of other gods and other deities, and he goes, I see on the horizon a new dawn coming to Mina. One that has a future of, and as he's turning over the cards, you can see the same cards that you just saw has a picture of Tyrion, a picture of Zeph, a picture of Tellius, of Charnook, of Orhana, and of Tellius. As he flips over those, going through the cards, of something of great change. As he flips over another card, and you can see the winds of change on that card coming to the lands, and you can see the mountain of representing Mina here. And as he flips all the cards over at once, you can see a cracked symbol like between all the cards of the ivory tusks and their emblem like cracked in half. In the very soon future. As then he picks all the cards up today. Is there any other stories he was supposed to tell? I believe another time. I believe that is all the time I have for tonight, my friends. But I will see you again very soon and give hope as the heroes from lands far and away conquer evils. We will rise ourselves. Very soon, a day that will come very clear that it is time to cast away any orders from your masters. I leave you with this. I leave you with this. You will know the moment when the masters above are shown as weak. You will know it is time to cast away the chains. You see lots of people being like, oh yeah, I like the sound of that. And he begins to go back into the wall in which he came.
Frickin' Underminer style.
He leaves. All right. As you guys finish, you guys are returned to your cells, and the night before you all want to go to bed is up to you if you guys want to talk about anything. Otherwise, we'll move on to the final day 7 of the next week before Gladiator times.
So, I'm sorry if I excluded you from that conversation a little bit.
What are you talking about?
I heard you just fine.
You did?
Yep.
I'm surprised you guys could understand him. He was speaking perfect Minotaur. It was really weird. Never seen a tiny little man know Minotaur.
I think he was speaking many languages at once, Charnook.
Wait, no, he wasn't. Because I was speaking in Abyssal to him. Meaning, if you could understand me, there's something more going on in there.
Well, that's what I meant.
But it's not just him being able to communicate with us. He's making us be able to communicate with everybody else in the room.
Well,
There was no barrier with language. That's a very particular spell.
That's neat.
And that
it's very powerful.
And that's typically not just... That's... Cole, what does that mean? Like, that would... Because that spell, it's you cast it on a single person and they can communicate back and forth, but it doesn't affect a radius.
There could be tools he could be using that I couldn't sense. It doesn't help that my magic is diluted thanks to...
Well, I mean, that has to be it, because that's a higher level. It's a manipulation of the original spell.
Certainly. Maybe
At least
some
that's what it
enchanted
sounds like.
object.
Well, he also had cards with our faces on them.
Oh, that's typical garbage. Those fortune tellers. But the good news actually was your faces were on there, so that's very good. I'm sure that'll get a lot of people excited.
That's very strange, because that means he knows about us.
And somehow had our pictures.
It's not just that. He knew who we are. I could just sense it from his demeanor. He didn't know us as slaves, as part of the group. He recognized that we were not part of all this.
Well, it definitely seems like he wants us to play a part in this slave rebellion.
You better believe we're gonna be playing a part of this.
Well,
You see Colvith being like, "You better believe, Ignatius!" As he goes over to your head and starts squishing your cheeks. "You are going to be a part of this."
well, of course. I'm just saying.
And he goes, "Mwah!" and kisses you on your lips as he walks away.
I mean, what do you think we've been planning? Of course we're going to be part of this, but he seems to have this idea that we're going to be instrumental and of great importance to it. Maybe leading it.
And what was that he said about the day the masters, when we cast everything down?
When the masters show that they are weak.
I have been working on something, though. I don't know how the old kook might know it, but within the day, Tyrion, I think we'll have a wonderful solution to making our songs and making progress out of these godforsaken caves.
Took you long enough.
Oh, is the big brain talking now? Have you gotten us any farther than going and playing fight in the ring over there?
Hey, I gotta keep your little friend here nice and strong. It doesn't do much good to have him all skin and bones once he gets free.
We've all been playing our part. We've all been doing well. You've both worked effortlessly, doing good deeds.
I appreciate that, Ignatius. That really does a lot for me. Let me tell you, I go so unappreciated. It's quite painful, to be honest with you.
Well,
I just roll my eyes.
He ignores you.
oh, you're part of the group too, aren't you?
Oh, that's all that I needed for my validation, let me tell you. I've been telling Tyrion that for ages, but he just never responds. Thinks I'm a figment of his imagination, and when that comes up, he's nothing without me under his breath.
Well, tomorrow should be a good day then.
It should be a great day, a grand day. Go get your rest, and you'll know when it's time.
Excellent.
Tellius!
Yay!
Well,
I gotta get new music for you.
all right.
Can I have new music too? This oboe is so ominous.
Yep. Let's go to the music. Here's the new music. Where's the music? God dang it. Rules, characters, scheduling, map. Music was below.
Under tools and resources.
There it is. Read nothing into that name. That's not what I had intended, but it still works. Tellius,
What?
you were woken up by Ivana.
All right.
Tellius, today's the day. Let's make our way over to the tower and get settled in.
All right. Do we have to do anything special to prepare?
Just your disguise. We have to make sure it's fine.
All right.
As she again casts that disguise self on you.
Cool. How do I look?
You look very similar to your prior engagement when you were out with the bar scene.
Okay.
So as you're out, you and she looks very also has changed her appearance to that of more a dark-skinned, thin, bangles, middle class, bald woman of Mina inside the streets, as the two of you appear to be a couple of sorts walking through toward the tower. As you approach the tower, the place seems to be swarmed with guards. But as you're able to approach, she produces the 2 tickets in her hand, and you see them, one of them go, "Special VIP guests, it is an honor to meet you. Please this way. Let us know that our services are endless, as I know your pockets are as well," with a big smile on his teeth as he brings you inside here. "You are staying up at some of the most pristine of places inside our towers. Please follow us up here. Do you have any luggage we could carry for you?" As he's like whipping some of the boys on the side, you can see the intricate designs of here are just absolutely beautiful. Very much that of the palaces of, I would say, back in the day, Afghanistan. I can't remember the name of it. Remnant Taj Mahal-esque in some places, which is not in Afghanistan, I believe. That's in Iran or India.
Taj Mahal is in India, my dude.
India. What's the one in Iran? I can't remember the architectural structure.
Building.
It's more along the lines of the architecture of Iran's buildings, which are gorgeous.
Gotcha.
Anyway, as you guys go up and up, you go up and up and up, and you can see yourself far over the city. You can see the fighting pits. You see all the density of the city and the sandstone houses and some of the villas. And the highest of high places are definitely what is of the most of the wealthiest people. You see them on their balconies and all these colorful cloth tied between the balconies and even bridges of sorts between the towers, so they don't even have to go onto the ground and mingle with the normal people. All the rich seem to be having these constant parties to the top of the world. You are put inside gigantic. Compared to where you and Ivana were staying, it's probably the size, nearly the size of the entire ground floor of the back home, your mansion inside Waterdeep, of the tavern, of the bar. There's water fountains, there's beds, there's foods and delicacies everywhere. There's vines and vineyards all around. There's wines. It's all here. They smile to you like, if you need anything, just let us know. And as the door closes, just about in time as the spell finally fades off and she recasts it, because you're all still very on edge. And you can even hear the jingles upstairs a bit of the armor and the people going back and forth up there. Ivana looks to you, Tellius. All right, we are as close as we're going to get. I believe they are a floor above us.
All right.
How do you want to play this? We can wait it out and try and go through their belongings if they go out at some point tonight. Or we could try taking a look now. Or waiting.
You can do recon, right?
I most certainly can.
Because I can cast Disguise Self on myself. If anyone comes in, I can keep that up for a few hours if need be. You can probably wild shape, right?
Of course, I can. I think I'll be, instead of a fly on the wall, maybe a beautiful bird on the wall.
Yes, that might do. Perhaps there's an animal that's common that graces these streets or this area.
As Yavanna walks over to one of the edges and looking toward the towers, you can see a multitude of birds, and she picks one of them, and she wild shapes into one of the birds, and she flies up to the balcony above. About an hour goes by, returns down to you.
Okay.
Did you have any trouble, Tellius?
No one came by. I recast the spell.
Good.
And we're good to go.
Very good. It sounds like they're settling in there. It appears 2 of them have arrived. They're waiting for the 3rd one. And once he arrives, they're all planning on having a feast tonight with the leader of the capital city here. So that might be our best time.
Okay, we can do that. Did you get a good lay of the land?
Yes, it seems they'll be keeping some of their taskmasters and guards back. Some had some exceptionally looking armor and weaponry on them, but for the most part, most of their ranks are toward the bottom. Only elite few up top. If we can sneak our way by in there, we might have a chance to relieve them of many of their possessions.
Right.
So I guess we just have to
I
play the
will
waiting
follow
game.
your lead on that, I think.
All right. Well, we'll just wait.
If you need me to make a distraction, I might be able to do that.
That might be
Let
of
me
best
consult-
interest.
Let me consult my memory.
Yeah.
Did you happen to see any, You know what? I'll ask for room service. I think I can solve it myself.
Certainly. As you guys are waiting out the time for them to leave, you can ask for room service, certainly. They come up.
Yes.
Yep.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Do you have any, what would you have to snack on? I'm feeling quite peckish.
Oh, sir, we have but the greatest of decadence and delights here. Meats, cheeses, whatever your fancy is.
I'm actually a vegetarian. I was actually fancying some nuts, if you have any.
Oh, of course. Yes, we have the finest of nuts.
Do you have pistachio?
Pistachio. You see him look at that word, pistachio. Doesn't quite understand.
I guess this place isn't as high and mighty as I thought it was. All right, that's fine. Any nuts will do.
You see him taken back. Well, sir, let me tell you, we have the finest Tatashians in the land. And I will bring them to you, and you will see how wrong you are, sir. And I will expect quite a helping of a tip.
Right you are. We'll see when the pistachios...
We will! As he is offended, like you can't believe. He comes back within 20 minutes, and he has, he clearly picked up every nut he could fucking find. Anything, anywhere, he grabbed a handful of it to bring it up, hoping one of them was a pistachio. He presents you the platter, very beautifully plated. What's that noise? What the fuck was that noise?
It was me. I invaded
no idea
your
what that
system.
noise was, and I'm paranoid. Something like hard drive filled or something. Okay, we're good.
Recording's still going.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Are there any pistachios?
You hit me. Sorry.
Yes, there are actually 5.
I'll
He
single them
definitely
out.
went way harder on what he thought were the pistachios that weren't.
I'll just single them out and say, thank you for...
You see him give this look like, oh. There's definitely
thank you
more.
for the platter. I appreciate the variety.
Yes.
This
We have
place
more than
far
just what
exceeds
you
my
desire.
expectations. Yes, I asked for pistachios. I get every nut I could imagine.
The greatest
My-
of service here, sir.
Vegetarian sensibilities are certainly satisfied. Do I have any money?
Yavanna, as like she's behind the door, as you're looking like, do I like reaching back, starting to panic a little bit? She like not just watching you, just she is watching you, just leaning against the door, just boop, put some coin in your hand.
As expected.
You see him. You're too gracious. It's 5 gold pieces. So you see him. Have a wonderful dinner. As he walks away.
You as well, sir.
You see him.
Enjoy your movie. You too.
She looks at you and she's just like, it's expensive tipping around here. That seems to be what the guards upstairs were giving. Do you have everything you need?
I just needed 3 nutshells. I didn't expect to get like all this.
She takes a couple off the platter and starts eating them herself. Good.
I'll share some with her. I literally just need 3 nutshells.
Yeah, well, there's a whole ton of them, so you're good to go.
Cool.
All right. You hear as it gets deeper into the night, it's probably around 4 or 5 o'clock, when you hear this big commotion upstairs and then a lot of the clanking of armors leave from above you as Yavanna goes, I think it's our time.
All right, lead the way.
As you guys open up, you guys start going up the stairs and you can see a couple of the guards chilling by the rooms and a taskmaster there. And she's like, all right, as she leans back to you, what is your plan per se? I'm pretty sure I'm going to wild shape and get my way around into there, and then I might be able to go through as much of the stuff. There's probably only one guard in there. I can take him out. That's inside the room. Most of the guards are stationed outside. But how are we going to get some of the items out could be complicated. What do you suggest for the other guards on the outside?
Well, I have 2 options. I can cast Confusion on a radius and sort of cause a ruckus. That might be too much. That's what the nutshells are for.
Okay.
That's the failsafe, I suppose. I can also Dimension Door, which is extremely handy. If I can also message you, so I could message you, and you could respond with what the location looks like. I could teleport right into you, and then we could sort of make our way to whatever we need.
Let's do that. I'll go around and take out the guard in a new dimension door. Send a message to me in but a few moments, and
Sure.
I'll let you know if it's all right to come in or not.
Yes, just describe it in as much detail as possible, because I don't want the spell to fail.
You've got it. Actually, dimension door within 500 feet, you don't even need to see it. That's why it's a door. So it's not like teleport. You just go.
Yeah, but I need to know sort of like
The general area of
where
it's
I'm
at.
teleporting, so that's why I'm telling
It's basically
her.
just beyond the door where you guys are up the stairs and looking where the guards are. They haven't noticed you. I mean, you
Okay.
have a good idea of where this is already. So whatever
Okay,
she
cool.
will give you will reinforce.
Yeah.
You see your wild shape. Some moments go by. You don't hear anything.
I'll cast Sending to her
Okay.
and just say, all right, Yavanna, could you describe the location for me, please?
And she does, in part.
Excellent. I'll Dimension Door. There.
As you dimension door in, you can see she's just finishing putting the guard inside a closet, struggling a bit as it's very heavy, and her little like elf stature. Come on.
Need a hand?
Yes.
I'll just, pretty easy for me, I think.
All right. So as you're in here, there are 2 master bedrooms of sorts separated by a door. You're in the first bedroom. You can make an investigation check to see what's here.
All right. Natural 1. Oof. First roll of the night, boys.
As you start to investigate the room, you knock over one of the vases in here, and there's a shatter. You see Yavanna look over to you, and you hear one of the guards, "What was that?" and open up the door and come into the area. What are you doing in a brief moment for the door as the door's opening?
I'm gonna cast Confusion on the door.
As the guy opens up, you see 2 soldiers in front of you. They both roll wisdom saving throws.
Yeah.
Pretty good. 12 and 18.
One fails, one succeeds.
All right. The one opening the door succeeds. The one behind him who's looking in fails. He's at a little bit of a distance. So what do we got?
Roll like a
You
d6.
have to roll a d10, and I'll tell you what happens.
1.
He uses all of its movement to move in a random direction. So roll a d8. And then your d8 is like your compass, so like north, northeast, east, etc.
All right. So you see the other one, as the door opens up, you see the other guy being like, I think something's going on over here. As he starts going down the stairs, and it's just the one, he turns around and is like, hey! As he turns around to go look at the guard briefly, you see Yavanna. She is going to cast Polymorph on him. And you see her just...
Oh, shit.
I need to double check one thing. Polymorph.
Okay.
I forgot to have her up. Where are you, Yavanna?
Polymorph is a charisma save, I believe.
Yeah.
If she's got her wisdom maxed out at 20, the save would probably be like 18 or 19.
You don't know her.
You don't know shit.
Yeah, you don't know her.
Just trying to be helpful.
She could be level 20 by now. You don't even
She's
know.
good. Her save might be 20. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not every character I get instantly becomes a level 20 character.
Yep.
She has not been doing everything you guys have been doing. What the fuck? Where'd she go?
Alright, so he fails to save.
He does actually.
See? Oh.
Because that was a low roll. That's in 12.
My natural 1 turned into something comical. This is great. Good thing I got those nuts.
Nice.
Look, I literally have the ability to cast like 3 spells right now. 4 if you count message. Like it's not a fun time.
This is very strange. I don't know what happened to her. Well, that's not good for me. Anyway, you see him turn into a little mouse, and you see Yavanna go, Tellius, grab him, don't hurt him.
I'll pick him up daintily.
As his armor clashes to the ground, you do recognize the blade.
The
armor
blade?
is just
Was it?
normal.
What's the blade?
The blade appears to be a sword crafted by Valkyries.
What the? I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
This was definitely one of the taskmasters of one of the inner circle.
Ooh. What kind of armor does he got on?
Just normal plate armor. Looks like a +3 plate armor.
Can I top that too?
You can try.
What do you mean try? It's on the ground.
Yeah, I know. It's heavy as shit. Yeah, you gotta try and put it on. Yeah, go for it.
What
It
happens?
takes.
What happens if I put it on?
Yeah,
What happens
plus-
if I try to pick it up to put it on?
It's
Do I have
heavy.
to make a strength check to pick up the armor?
No, you put it on. It's a +3.
Alright, cool.
You can add that to
Nice.
your inventory.
He was fucking with me. I knew it. God. Oh, guys, by the way, I'm not dead. In case you were curious.
Hooray!
It just
They don't need to
Not
know
even-
that. They don't know that. And don't test your luck. All right? I think someone might have forgotten something in their room.
Yes.
You're going to keep this shit up.
yet. I didn't finish my sentence. I said yet.
Yep.
This is high stakes.
Let's do an investigation check for Yavanna.
I'm gonna shut the door too.
Yep.
That's probably a good idea.
The other guy's got to roll another confusion. You got to maintain that. That's a 3. What does a 3 do?
I'll tell you.
As you're holding the mouse in one hand.
The 3 is doesn't move or take actions this turn.
Okay, good to know.
Just chills there.
Yavanna.
And he can keep rolling to break the
Sure.
save.
Well, we broke it. That's a natural 19.
Yep.
You see him turning around. Oh, that was strange. Huh. You can just hear him talking to himself in the hallway at the moment. Yavanna looking around. You see her doing a very poor job of investigating. She's like, I'm not good at this.
Giovanni, you can do it.
I don't do this. This is the weakest part of my game.
All right, Tellius. It's time to shine.
Okay.
All right. Let's go.
You can roll another investigation check.
Let's add some inspiration on that. D10. Wow, thanks. 17.
As you're going through the room, you do find your old breastplate armor is actually inside here. It is.
Why would I want that at this point?
What's that? And because it was blessed by.
The frost. Oh,
Frost
okay.
blessed So you can pick
Then
that
yes.
up if you so choose.
I would like that.
As you continue looking through stuff, you find an oversized longbow with all sorts of engravings and markings on it.
Look, if there's anything of value or note, I'm taking it at this point.
Huh. I
Can't wait
had
to use
this in
the
here.
sword.
What is that?
I'm not giving it back.
What's that?
I said I can't wait to use this sword. I'm not giving it back.
I'm pretty sure. What's the name of that blade, Ryan? In Ignatius's inventory, the Valkyrie one.
Ryan.
Ryan.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
Name of what?
The Valkyrie's blade that you got. Your sword.
Lightning Spellblade.
Okay, I did have it right in my notes. Yeah, you can add that to your inventory, Tellius. Along with an oversized longbow and your old armor.
Yep. Lightning Spellblade. Oh, yeah. Look at that, baby.
Going into the next room, Yavanna miserably. Don't you inspire or something, Tellius? Don't you have songs?
Yavanna, you don't need any more inspiration. Then, yeah. Look, let me put it this way. You don't need a song. You're just great. You're good.
I hope that's hope. Does she get a D10?
Yeah.
Nice. That's an 8. As she starts looking through the second room next to it.
Does it seem like there's any more guard presence?
Outside the other room, but you guys can actually go through like the balconies behind and
Oh,
get
I
to
see
the
what
next
you mean.
door room.
Like those sneaky hotel scenes.
Yes, very much so is what you
all
guys
those
are doing at
movies.
the moment.
Gotcha.
You see her go through some stuff, and you can see there's a chest here. She goes, "Is this a friend? This kind of looks like an Ohana type of dagger." She hands you a +1 dagger. You can add it to your inventory.
Do I have to keep track of all this stuff?
Just about.
Oh, jeez.
You see her put a ring on her. You see her put a ring on her finger, and she's like, "Okay, I think I know what this is."
Add a +1 dagger. Longbow thingy.
You see a bunch of arrows on the side. She's like, I can't hold. What am I going to do with something like this? These are clearly your friends.
I guess I'll take them. I don't know. I don't use these things.
You can add 7 arrows of slaying to your inventory.
Arrows of slaying.
Yep.
My inventory is getting fat.
And you can also, there's one more thing in here that you guys find is Adam of the West's alert longbow.
Was that the longbow from earlier, or is that a different longbow?
That's another one.
Oh, jeez. Adam of the West longbow.
As she's looking around, she's like, okay, this is a lot already. And there's some money in here. She's like, do you need money?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Especially around here.
Yes. We're taking these already, so it's as obvious as it can be. Right. She goes into one of the areas here where the chests, you can see there's multitudes of chests here. She's like, let's take a little from each so they might not notice. And as she takes some and hands it to you, she pockets some for herself. You can add 1,200 gold to your inventory.
Yes. This will do nicely.
Is there anything else you want to take from here?
This man stole my old gold.
I'm stealing from
Technically,
everybody.
this
baby.
isn't your gold, but yeah. This is unrelated gold stolen from other people.
Yeah, it's fine. Does it seem like we have time to look at these other chests or carry stuff, or no?
Starting to get a little... You worried about how soon they'll be back. You got a polymorph taskmaster in your hand, and the other guy's starting to be like, hey, did he leave with the others? And the guy goes, no, wasn't he stationed with you? It's like, he might have just, how he is. He always does his own shit. The taskmaster, right-hand man.
I can check one more of these chests, Yvonne.
All right. You open up the chest, and
At worst, Yvonne, I'd dimension doors out of here.
very good point. I need you to...
Like, I'm on alert, so if there is it sounds like the door is about to open, I'm just like grabbing Yvonne and we're going.
You got it. I need you to roll percentage die.
Okay. 100%. I'm kidding. I just rolled it now. 49%.
49%.
I don't know if that's good.
We'll see.
Yeah, we will. Can't wait to blow up.
Too bad these aren't Mansoon chests.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna die.
I'm in danger.
Yeah.
Tell me, what did you think would be in the chest?
Gold? Loot?
Most would think.
Not death. Clearly anything but death.
I only carry death.
Hey. Thanks, my guy.
Where the fuck did this go? The one I'm looking for. There it is. Oh my god, it's just fucking Jesus. Giving me all the troubles. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Here we go. You said what? 40 something?
49.
49. 49. Not to be confused with 94. Where the fuck is the page I want? 49. Fuck. Alright. You see a mandolin inside there.
What kind of mandolin?
A C-A-N-A-I-F-T-H. Excuse me, no F. T-H mandolin. I have no idea how to say that.
Oh shit, I'm taking it.
It's an instrument of the bards. A canolith
what?
mandolin.
Canolith?
Yep.
Canolith mandolin.
It should be in there. It should be in D&D
I found
Beyond. I have no idea what I just
The
gave you.
instrument of the bards is an exquisite example of its kind, superior to any ordinary instrument in every way. 7 types of these instruments exist, each named after a legendary bard college. Why did you give me this?
It just happened.
A creature that attempts to play the instrument without being attuned to it must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. Oh jeez.
That's fucking
You
hilarious.
can use an action to play the instrument and cast one of its spells. Fly, invisibility, levitate,
I made a mistake.
protection from evil and good, cure wounds, dispel magic, protection from energy.
Nice. That's just...
Once the instrument is
Tellius can cast all his spells again.
I know, right? I can cast better spells than what I actually have.
That's hilarious. Oh boy. There you go. That's your
funny.
reward.
I'm just gonna take it out and be like, yes. All right, we're leaving.
And you guys, dimension door, just as the doors open up, You can only dimension door with 2 people, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the mouse.
So you leave the mouse. You got it. As the mouse leaves down there, you guys appear below. Were you wearing any disguise?
I had cast disguise self on myself.
Yes, I remember you said that. Were you? But was it different from what you were normally in, or did you keep with whatever the disguise was when you entered?
We're doing the ongoing, continuous play.
Okay. So you and Yavanna get back the stuff that you have, and you see Yavanna being like, "Okay, this is great. Let's leave for now, and dump this off at my place, and then we can return and try and get more off the rest of them."
Yeah, sure.
Can you dimension doors to the ground?
I can do that one more time today, yes.
We might want to save it if you can do it one more time. No, we have all the items now. No, let's do it now. As you guys get to the balcony edge and you look down, you can get your 500 feet and you guys go off into the day.
Cool.
All right. We're going to take a quick break because Reed has to go to the bathroom. So go take about a 5-10 minute break and we'll continue with the rest of the game. Sorry, thank you. Would have missed all that. Oh well.
Gotcha.
Missed all that though. You guys are now taken from your cells, and you guys are in a bar having a drink out on Isaac. Tyrion is inside a villa of sorts inside the town, in a pretty lavish room. And the door is locked behind, and a guard is standing there to make sure you can't get out. Inside this really nice room, you see Kolveth appear again, and he goes, "Oh, now this is where we deserve to stay. This is the accommodations we should come to find familiar to us." Oh, Tyrion, I have worked very hard for you to make this night a special one, and it will be a special one.
What is going on?
I believe you are great. You have greatness in you, and there are stories that will be sung about you tonight. I don't think this collar can inhibit you. I think you can do more, even if this thing tries. I have heard rumors that if we can bring it out of you, which I think we can overload such a mundane artifact. And that is what we're going to do, Tyrion. I want you to meditate with me.
Oh, okay.
All right. As he sits down across from you, you have this wide open view of the city. The two of you sit in silence for a bit. Your mind just sort of blank, just kind of weirded out, being like, "What the fuck you want, Cole? What the fuck are we doing?" As some time passes, do you say anything to him?
I'm just waiting for him to say something.
Do you feel anything, Tyrion?
No.
Fuck! Alright, well, okay, start it again. Here. Think of... What powers your fire, Tyrion? What's that energy you call upon deep down that is being suppressed by that color?
My magic?
Certainly, but you call upon your magic. Where do you call upon when you dig deep to cast out those weaker than you? When you display your strength? What do you think of?
I mean, it's like there's a little pocket in the back of my mind that is like a well, and I pull from it.
Let us find your well. It has been obstructed by that color. As you guys are both, your eyes return to being closed, and he starts walking you through these mental exercises. Can you see your well, Tyrion? Make a wisdom check.
Shit. 11. My D&D Beyond is actually breaking right now. I
Oh my
can't
God.
access my page.
As you are seeing deep into your mind, you're still struggling through the fuzziness and fogginess of that magical and arcane side of yourself as you wander through in that fog.
Okay.
Are you finding it, Tyrion?
I'm sensing it, but not quite there.
Deeper then. Dig deeper. What have they taken from you, Tyrion?
It's like they've cut off an arm. It's a part of me that's not there at the moment.
Losing a limb, losing a part of who you are. And then what else have they done to you, Tyrion? What have they taken from you besides not only your magic, your freedom? Is that where it ends with these people?
No. They want to take everything.
Yes, they do, don't they? They stand between you and freedom. You and your future. Look at their tower in the distance. Literally from their ivory tower looking down upon us. As now he's prompted you to stand from your meditation. You can feel some anger burning within you. Why did we even come here, Tyrion?
We came to find Rudolph and try to get a way to resurrect, to bring Shalimir back.
And they stand in our way. They want to keep someone you care about as ash beneath the ground.
I mean, that certainly makes me angry.
Certainly, you start to feel it bubbling further to your surface. Make a wisdom check with advantage.
19.
19. You start. The fogginess begins to clear, and you can see the well in your mind's eye as you're getting ever closer. And as you try to take from that well, you still feel this barrier preventing you from taking it. Oh, I can sense that, Tyrion. They prevent your friends from coming back. They don't want you to see your homes again. They want you to rot in oblivion. They have the audacity to try and take your story away from you. Look out there. Look toward that tower. What would you do if you could see them right now? If you had your powers?
They would be ash.
Then make it so.
I'm gonna concentrate.
Okay?
And I'm just gonna keep trying. I'm gonna thaumaturgy just to see if I can change the brightness of the candles in the room.
As you go to cast your spell, you feel a great weakness come over you as you have your hand out towards this. You feel the rage inducing in you, and you feel your magic return to you. But then you fall to your knees, just this horrid exhaustion. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
That is a 13.
13. You have 1 point of exhaustion. As you are breathing heavy and heavy and heavy, and you see Colvith's smiling down on you right now, and you see him, yes, Tyrion, you are brilliant. And you can see, as you go to reach up, the collar's been off. You just haven't noticed it when you were meditating. You have no spell slots right now. All of them are gone. As you were breathing heavy, what are you doing?
I'm gonna look around. Is the collar in the room?
As you turn your shoulder, you see a familiar face of Tyra over your shoulder. And Kolvith takes your face and pushes it back, holding your cheeks forward, and goes, look at what you've done. And you see, out of the sky, raining down, what appeared to be flaming rocks hit into a tower in the distance.
Oh
as
my!
the entire tower starts to collapse in. They will sing songs, Tyrion. And you hear in the other ear, wonderful songs of dead intercircle. As you guys inside your bar, the entire city starts to erupt into screams and shouting as the guards go, I guess it's time. And they bring you guys out into the streets. And you can see, as they bring you out there, all of these people are rushing in the streets and screaming, but you actually see a prison break. There's prisoners all in the streets right now. Their chains up in the air and screaming back and forth. As you guys are walking into this, you see the guards handing Zeph a bow and arrow, just normal. Ignatius a sword, Charnook a long sword, a bow and arrow to Orhana. And you see the guards they're not allowing you out anyway. Your shackles coming off. And in front of you, in the collapse of this falling tower, you can see just soldiers getting crushed, and there's just like a bit of silence, and all this screaming and yelling is going on, and all these prisoners have sort of formed a circle around you guys right now, and where the rubble is, and you can see the storyteller from last night come over to you for, I believe somebody is waiting for you. It could be the Fates. As then he sneaks by as you guys look forward, and you can see 3 figures pushing over the rubble. You see one like holding some sort of magic barrier going away, and you can hear one going, are you injured? What the fuck was that? As they're going back and forth. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, it's not.
Do we still have you said we still have the shackles on us? Or
No, they took them off you.
Okay.
Oh shit. No more shackles, huh? Oh, nice roll to start it out. I only get +1 to initiative.
Do I roll initiative?
Just a sword.
Yes, you do.
I rolled a 5.
Ooh, nice.
Classic Tellius. More like classic Justin.
No music.
Doing what I do the best.
New music.
I still don't have my focus, though.
Bummer, dude. I'll have to
Can't
find
smooth it.
I also don't have a focus, but keep in mind that the focus only matters if you require a material
I know.
component.
There's stuff that doesn't need it.
That's good.
There's actually a lot of spells that don't need it. Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot that don't need it. That's great.
This camera is getting drunker by the day, so you have to.
Ooh, my favorite spell doesn't cost anything. Oh boy.
Oh my god, where are you looking now? There. Alright. I got that. I got that. I gotta roll their initiatives and get my notepad here. Plus, you know who's. One moment.
Do we have all our spell slots?
My pad of paper.
Don't you guys still have collars?
No, they're off, right?
Tyrion's was. Is yours?
What?
I'm wondering if everybody else still has collars on.
I think. Well, Reed said our chains were gone. I don't know. Our shackles were gone. Let's see if the collar's gone. Reed,
Yes.
our shackles are gone, but is the collar still there?
At the moment, yes.
Oh, disappointment. Okay.
I need.
Hello.
The other one is
Hi.
and the last one is here. Okay. Who's got 20 plus?
29.
Not surprised.
God, he's gross.
What?
I only rolled a 16, so.
Who is 10 to 20?
I've got a 13.
15.
Okay.
19.
I also got a 19.
Nice.
I rolled an 18, and I still had 10 less than Zeph.
That's everybody then. I got that, I got that, I got that, I got that. No. Tellius, what's your initiative?
5.
Thank you. Okay, got that, I got that, I got that. That's there, that's there. Okay. Zeph, top of the order. You can see these 3 individuals in front of you. They have their robes of green, black, and yellow in front of you. They're the solid color robes that you're pretty used to seeing to identify inner circle members. The 3 of them are talking out and about, and they looked awfully beat up at the moment. What do you want to do?
Do they see us right now?
Yeah, because as they're like, they're still kind of coming out of it, but what you take a moment to look around is you see the prison break that's happening is forming a circle around, and you can hear the Black Panther talking and to each of them, and he's saying all sorts of things like, "This is when justice comes, my brothers. My sisters, look and see. We toss away our weapons, and justice will find its home." As you can start hearing cheers, and from the inner circle members, you're hearing stuff like, "Guards! Guards! Where are the guards?"
So are those like rock barriers in front of me? I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Is that something I can hide behind?
That would be rubble from the tower that just was collapsed by Tyrion's meteor.
Okay. Am I able to hide behind it, or is it too like small?
You could probably get behind that. As you walk up about 15 feet, rush up, take a second to.
I would like to use
yourself.
bonus action hide. So
You got
I
it.
don't know if I have to.
Yeah, it's worth rolling. I'll see what the perceptions are. They're passives.
22.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. I'm going to do. Any of them seem like they stand out, or they all kind of look the same?
They're all in robes. 2 of them look fucking huge, and one of them looks really small.
I'm gonna shoot the guy who looks really small.
Okay, go for it.
None of that mage shit in here. With a 26 to hit.
Hits.
Alright, should I just roll? We'll see. I'm just gonna roll damage for that one. So that is 6 by itself. I'll roll a hit again.
Remember, it's a normal bow.
Yeah. Again, a 26 to hit.
Hits.
And that's 9 damage. And then I get one more attack. That's my first round. 20.
9, 6.
And that gets double the damage because I'm an ambusher. Let's see. 18 damage on that one.
Okay. So
And I'm going to... that's a total of... Can I check all of the...
6, 9, 18, I think is what you just told me.
That sounds right.
27 plus 6. Well, this is a blessing not to have 100 plus with 7 the first turn.
Oh, just you wait.
30.
I'm not done yet.
Yeah.
You got it? Okay. I'm going to action surge.
No way.
And I'm going to attack him again.
Do it.
Attack.
Go for it. You see the arrows hit into him. Gah!
28,
Hits.
26,
Hits.
and 18.
Hits.
Okay. That is 7, 10,
Yep. Was that all
and
3?
15.
And 15.
And 15.
It's looking real rough, let me tell you.
And I'm also going to use my superiority die.
Okay.
I'm going to use maneuvering attack.
Okay.
So when I hit with a weapon attack, so I'll just expend it on my last one.
Yep.
I am going to roll another d8, add the damage, and then I'm going to tell Charnook he can run up as far as he wants. Charnook, move forward.
I will use my 40 feet of movement to get right up on the little guy.
You got it.
I am gonna run as terrifying thumping bull man. Just get right up in his face and prepare to strike.
And it does an extra 5 damage as well.
All right.
Oh, hell yeah.
You can see as the arrow hits him, and you see all sorts of blood is starting to come through his gold cloak, and you hear him be like, "Okay, guys, it's getting cold. It's time for you to do something." Orhana and Ignatius, who has the higher dex.
Mine's 12.
What's Orhana's dex?
Sorry, I was muted.
You're good.
17.
You go, Orhana. It's your move.
Where's the nearest bad guy?
They're all probably about 5, 10, 15, 25 feet away from you. Charnook's in front of a smaller one, and there's 2 larger ones flanking on the side of it right now. You're over here.
Right. You said there was a longbow that I had, right? Just a normal longbow?
Yes, normal longbow is what you're using at the moment.
Alright. I take 3 shots
Go for it.
on a turn. And so I just do the 3 bad guys that are in front of me or whatever.
Hell yeah.
One for each of them.
Go for it.
That's that. Nah. This. Go. Why is it? It's not me. Why do you hate me?
Because you're the one that removed it. Alright, first one is a 23 to hit.
That would be against So you're going left to right against them. First one
Yeah.
hits. Yeah, that hits.
Ready?
Yep.
Let's go.
Clear all.
Every single time?
Yep.
That's stupid.
Yep.
Second one is a 19.
That hits as well.
Oh, the last one probably doesn't hit. It's a 14.
Definitely doesn't hit.
Alrighty, so damage on the first two.
Yep.
8 points of damage to the first guy.
Okay.
5 points of damage to the last, or second guy.
You see Orhana pulls up, takes her shots. The first arrow comes and hits the larger looking guy. You can hear a groan from him. The second one from the one in the yellow cloak that's bleeding profusely from all the arrow attacks from Zeph. You see him as he turns and he's like, I think I have a... And the arrow goes right into its throat. And you see him just drop to the ground. He's down at the moment.
Nice.
The other one, it just cracks against his armor.
I am gonna action surge,
Yeah, go for it.
because might as well.
Yeah. This is literally the start of the last inner circle fight we had. This is exactly how it went again.
Well, 2 of the guys are still standing.
2 of them are standing and 1 is on the ground.
How many bad guys are there right now?
There are
Only
3.
3.
Okay, then I guess, and one of the guys that's still standing is probably the guy that I didn't hit last time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I try to shoot him twice,
Okay.
and the other guy I shoot once.
Go for it.
And I want to do fancy arrow things.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, because why not?
Definitely going all out. You see the guards looking around and seeing one of the inner circle drop. You just start hearing cheers and yelling and yipping and all sorts of languages. People are stunned and in disarray to see what has occurred just now. These blazing fast arrows. You see this soldiers looking like, I didn't give them a special bow. Are you seeing what these... Like, they even see bits of the magic you guys are embedding on the arrows as you're shooting them off.
Alright,
Ooh, nice.
calm yourself.
That's exciting.
So the first arrow...
Yep.
So the first 2 go into the guy I didn't hit last time,
Okay.
right? So the first one was an 18 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
The second one was a 26.
Does hit.
And the third arrow into the other guy
Yep.
was a crit.
Nice. Hits.
So that's 29 to hit. Alright, so the first guy...
First one, you hear it break against the armor underneath. You can clearly tell there's some heavy armor underneath the green inner circle member's cloak. The black one right now just goes back through another arrow. I think that's the crit.
Okay. Figure out this. I want to use a beguiling arrow on him.
Okay, so
the first guy.
the first hit is a creature hit by the arrow takes an extra 2d6 psychics and is charmed by one of your allies within 30 feet of the target. If it fails a wisdom saving throw,
Okay.
until the start of your next turn. Okay. So, you want me to roll that 2d6 for you?
Yeah. And then it's 7 just normal piercing, because he got hit with an arrow, and then Zach's rolling the...
Yep.
That's unlucky.
You're never rolling for me again. That's 2 bonus points of damage
Gotcha.
for the 2d6.
He fails the saving throw.
So, who's
So
he charmed
he's
by?
charmed. Probably Charnook.
Yeah.
All right. He is charmed.
I mean, that's who I would be charmed by.
Real life too, I see.
Don't have my lines close enough, so I'll just put that there.
Okay, so that was, and then the second one,
Yep.
he takes 6 points of normal damage. Can you roll an extra 2d6? So it takes 2d6 of poison damage, which is 5 points of poison damage. Its speed is reduced by 10 feet, and it takes 2d6 slashing damage. So can you roll that? 6.
I didn't. I just did that.
No, you just did poison.
The first time it moves by 1 foot or more. So that only happens when he moves.
Okay. And that's a DC of 15.
Okay. Fail again. Fuck me.
So he's still wrapped in the grasping arrow.
Yeah, so when he moves, his speed is reduced by 10 feet, and he takes 2d6
Oh,
slashing
actually, fuck
damage.
that. He's gonna use his legendary resistance and succeed.
Okay. Alright, that's what I got.
Okay. Got that. Okay, I got that. Wait. Yeah, okay. Cool. Right on. Okay, so... Ignatius, your turn.
My turn.
Yep.
Alright, so I have a sword, no shield, no armor.
Yep.
Okay. And no magic.
No.
Alright. Let's do this thing. I'll run up to the dude on the right.
25, 30.
The other one.
The one on the right. Gotcha. Okay.
Alright, and I will start swinging at him.
Go for it. It is a...
Oh shit.
what is it? It's a standard short sword. So...
It's a short sword.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on, I gotta grab one quick. Short sword. There we go. Add. There it is. Okay. Short sword. Okay, swing it.
Go for it.
Natural one.
You're clang against the armor underneath. It doesn't even acknowledge you as you hear it under its breath. Very raspy voice. Going, Spear, get up, Spear. You're a ticket out of here, Spear!
Actually, that's the only attack I get. That's awesome.
Okay. That's it.
Do I have a bonus action?
You can channel divinity as an action, probably.
It's an action. Yeah, I also need my holy symbol for it.
Ah, true.
As, okay, so that's gonna finish your turn?
When... yeah.
Okay. It is now one of the inner circle's turn, and it's the one that's charmed, and you see it slowly bring its fist together and starts mumbling something to that, and it uses its ability to break a charm that is on it, using its full action for the turn. So it is no longer charmed by the spell.
That's interesting.
That is good use of an arrow.
Yeah. Now, at the beginning of this turn, you see from the rubble behind, coming over the sides, you can hear some voices going back and forth, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ignatius, you feel a pressure at the back of your neck as you hear a click as Yavanna burns her action to take the collar off your neck.
Yes!
And you see Yavanna go to around right towards your ear, and she goes, I think this will help. And that'll be her action for the turn.
Oh, thank you, Matthew.
It is now Tyrion's turn. Tyrion, you are spent. So, you
I'm also like miles away, it feels like.
a mile. Exactly a mile away.
I am exactly a mile. So I have a question though.
Yes.
Did it feel like I cast the spell?
Yes. As
I mean, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I turned to Tyra.
you see Tyra as she's about to leave the room. So much potential I see in you. As she leaves the room. You see Kolveth. I I told you her powers were within your reach. Look at it. They will sing songs. Anything you want to do while you're in the tower, though? Like, you got your turn, but...
Now what do we do, Cole?
Well, now we hope your friends are worth their weight in all the adventures we've shared.
Just because I can, I'm gonna use a bonus action.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend 5 sorcery points.
Yeah.
And regain a level 3 spell slot.
Nice.
There you go.
Good.
And then I'll sit here.
If he fits, he sits.
Charnook, it's your turn.
I'm gonna take 2 steps forward and shove my sword into the wizard's neck.
Yes.
There are no wizards, so...
The one who's on the ground unconscious, that is presumably the magic user, I'm going to shove my sword into his neck.
You would presume. I see. You can
I would
try.
presume.
You can try. Go ahead and roll.
27 to hit.
Hits.
Alright, do you want me to roll damage on that?
No, just what's the next attack?
My next attack, I'm going to twist my sword and behead him.
Alright, go ahead and roll for that.
That's a 19 to hit.
Alright, and he's gonna use his...
Yeah, you're gonna rage for that?
And I'm gonna use my bonus action to rage.
Did you roll with advantage?
No, neither time.
You
Probably
do
should.
because he's on the ground.
Yeah.
So I will roll just to see if I crit. That's not a crit, and that's not better. That's not a crit, and that's not better.
Oof. Well,
Sentinel on you, so you do hit. That is a 28 to hit. No.
That hits me.
I had it wrong. 24 to hit.
That still hits me.
All right. You take 9 slashing and
Reduced
8
4.
cold damage as Tellius, you recognize your scimitar cut into Charnook across his back.
Where?
What's that?
Like, where do I see that from?
You see that from over here as you are returning to the battlefield, as you and Yavanna were on your way back for your next run at taking shit. What's that?
Does it look like he has both of them or just one of them?
It's tough to tell right now in his cloak. This was only just a quick shot out of his cloak and stabbed into Charnook.
Rude. It's mine.
Okay.
So, did his head come off of his body?
It sure did.
Fantastic.
But then it sews back together.
No,
Because the
what
ring
you
on his
notice
hand.
as it cuts off, it seems to be this strange, furry-looking creature on the inside of the cloak.
Nice.
Weird.
Yeah. What else you
Yeah,
got?
I'm just gonna stand there with a menacing, ghostly aura as the spirits writhe about me.
Nice. Tellius, your turn.
Hello. Kind of situation we got over there.
It looks like Charnook just dispatched one of them, and the other two are completely engaged with Charnook and Ignatius. Yavanna just unlocked Ignatius's collar, and you have Zeph and Orhana behind a barrier taking shot for shot with their arrows right now.
How far away am I from them?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet approximately.
Can I move 30 feet, please?
Yeah. Shablam. Put your head.
Hello, friend.
I knew you were dead this whole time!
Right.
I have some goodie bag stuff here. Just gonna start taking out weapons.
Yeah.
I have one. I have this longbow from out of the west. I don't know whose that is. There you go.
Zorana's.
You can only give one per action, dude.
That's okay.
I have a bunch of other stuff, so just holler at me if you want it.
People closest to you are Charnook and Ignatius. You can hand a weapon to if that's what you're looking to do.
Oh, I'll give Ignatius his sword then.
Ignatius, you can get yours. You can re-equip your sword to your inventory.
Yes.
And you can use any and all Valkyrie weapons as a focus.
Nice.
Hi, Ignatius, can I have the sword? Can I have what you got there, please?
Yeah, here you go.
Much appreciated. Can we do that, DM, for flavor? Just like
Yeah.
Yeah, just swapping, just a sword toss. I think that's probably fine.
After Ignatius hits the armor of the guy, he drops the sword, you pick it up, and you toss the other one to him.
Yes, that is exactly what happens. Flavor.
It was a natural one.
Alright, you go. Hopefully that suits you better. I wish I had time to attune to this fucking loot.
Oh shit, am I not attuned to this? No.
You can still use it as a focus even if you're not attuned to it.
Is attunement broken once you...
Yeah, of course.
Well, I wasn't using it, so...
You guys had magic canceling shit on you, yeah.
So,
fair.
If only I had known I was gonna walk into combat, I would have attuned.
I'm pretty sure attunement breaks if you're away from an item for like 24 hours.
yeah.
That's about right.
So I don't think there's like a spell I can use with the sword, which I probably can't use.
What?
I can't do that.
As a bonus action, I'll what can I cast as a spell as a bonus action? Let's find out. You don't need healing. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, if the item has been more than 100 feet away for at least 24 hours, it loses attunement. Or if another creature attunes to the item.
Alright, I'm just gonna bonus action Thunderous Smite on my fucking short sword.
Go for it. Who are you attacking? Which one? There's the
I'm
green
not
cloak
attacking
and
anyone, I'm just
Prep.
charging my sword with electric thunderous energy.
Fuck yeah.
That's all it is.
Cool.
That'll come to fruition next turn if I don't break concentration. That's all I'll do.
Okay. It is now the green cloak's turn.
Green Goblin.
You see him turn over towards, look over towards Charnook, and you hear, "Filthy animal! You killed him!" And he's going to take his attacks against you.
Bring it.
Give me 1 second. He is going to take 3 attacks against you. Using Tellius's uncle's scimitars.
That is so rude. That's a family heirloom.
That is a 26, a 22, and a 20 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. The first one, he's going to use his bonus action to Divine Smite.
Ooh, give it to me.
He's copying me.
He's a cheap knockoff.
Yeah, he's like off-brand, great value Tellius.
Great.
Valley.
Yeah. It's like when you go to Walmart and you get like that cereal that's off-brand.
Yep.
What's it like the
Well, it's the store brand.
Yeah, but they, oh my god, like Chex, like that Chex-y cereal. What's it called?
No clue.
Whatever.
It's like you go to get Fruity Pebbles and you get colorful rocks instead.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
that's really what they're called. They got crispy hexagons. Those are solid.
Each store has their own thing.
Charnook, it's 10 slashing
Okay.
and 32 radiant
Okay.
as he cuts into you for the first attack.
Ow.
That's weak.
For the second attack,
Spend all your spells once on me.
14 14 slashing. He can only do it for one bonus action per turn, so.
Wait, what?
Yeah, as a
Or
bonus
he's
action, you, for this one I'm using, bonus action to expend a spell slot to use Divine Smite. Get this guy's block here.
That's interesting.
It's also a boss stat block.
No, I say interesting because the actual Divine Smite's better than that.
Well, maybe we don't.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't want to destroy players.
I mean,
13 points slashing
players
for the
also.
second attack.
Okay.
Points.
And
This is the third one.
19 points slashing on the third attack. As
Hey,
he
man,
carves
it
into with
exists.
the blades with extreme elegance. And you can
How extreme?
it looks like he's held these blades all his life. He's proficient. They're quick. They're nearly no wasted movement. It almost looks like these are short swords in his hands, which even in your hands they don't look that small. And you're a big dude.
He got long arms.
What kind of treachery is this man up to?
Top of the order, Zeph.
I will attack the guy who just attacked Charnook.
Go for it. Go ahead and roll.
The first one I'm going to take, what do you call it? Sharpshooter feat.
Go for
Use
it.
that. So -5 plus 10.
Okay.
He's currently engaged with me, isn't he?
He's engaged with
yes,
everybody.
that means I would get sneak attack.
Sure.
Let's see.
You have to hit.
It's true, and I clicked the wrong thing, so now it has to wait. Okay. 21 to hit,
Misses.
but not done yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use a Superiority Deity's precision attack,
Okay.
so I can add 1d8 to that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that.
Do it.
Let's see. Is that a d8? It is. Okay. That's a 7, so 28 to hit.
Hits.
Miss.
You see, as it hits into the armor, it's deadened a little bit, but then punctures a little bit through his green cloak.
So that's 20 damage.
Nice.
Nice.
And then I'm going to attack the same guy. I'm going to use, well, I guess I'll wait to see the outcome. Natural 20. So that's
Nice!
easy to
Fuck
hit.
yeah.
And I'm going to use Distracting Strike, which is I add a d8 to my attack, and the next attack from a creature other than me has advantage on him
Cool.
until the start of my next turn.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so that would be 6, 10, then 24.
Nice. Another arrow puncturing through the armor.
Bonus action hide.
Nice.
And that's a lot of my stuff. So I only rolled a 17 with the stealth check. It's weak.
Oh, let me. Okay, good to know. Okay,
That's my turn.
Orhana, your turn.
Alrighty. Okay. It didn't take.
If you attack the green goblin, you have advantage on the first attack.
Green Goblin.
Yeah, you know, one of Peter Parker's most.
That's weird.
Best friends.
I was gonna say famous, recognizable villains.
Oh, interesting.
That, you know, friend works too. Basically the same thing, right?
Sure.
So, like, all of the adding equipment, like, went away. So,
And my HP changed. Which I've done this like 3 times already.
wonder.
So, I don't know. Okay, whatever. Where are the bad guys, please?
There's one guy there and another guy somewhere. You can't really tell which.
Let's get this moving over here. He's lost.
That's one.
For flavor, when I shoot my distracting shot, I crit him and I'll say, This one, his armor, it's weak below the arm.
Hey! You keep that to yourself. These are the two baddies. You're here. On the other camera, you can see. Baddie and Baddie. These are the two bad guys. Charnook, Ignatius, Tellius, Ivana.
Okay. How many feet away am I from the bad guys?
20 and 30, but one guy has half cover because there's so many people in front of you.
Okay.
But if you have sharpshooter, you ignore that.
Yeah, I do.
Nice.
So 2 arrows, just 3 shots again. 2 into the one, I don't know how to describe that.
One has green and one has black robes.
Okay, so it's definitely the one with green. That guy gets 2. The other guy gets 1.
Go for it.
Alright, green guy gets first 2.
Oh!
Yep.
Another crit.
Oh my god.
Take that, Green Goblin.
And then the other one is a 14, which doesn't hit, I'm sure.
Yeah, it does not hit.
And then the third one is another crit.
What? Shit.
I can screenshot.
No, you're
prove
good.
I'm not lying.
You're good.
Keep clicking it the same way.
Hey, you know what? You heard me say his armor's weak below the arm.
Oh, you reroll
That's
ones
what
on
I got.
crits.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, reroll ones on crits.
Yep.
Alright. So that's 11 points of damage.
No,
for-
that becomes a 16 because you double your dice on crits.
Okay, so that's 16 plus 3?
Yep. So it's 19.
Is 19 points of damage to the first guy?
Nice.
Wait, are you using the sharpshooter feat?
No.
Yeah.
Not, well, yeah.
You didn't
Wait.
know that.
I meant the.
I don't think she didn't take the -5 plus.
Yeah,
10.
she
That's
did that.
all I was
She
asking.
used it for the cover.
Yeah.
That's all I was asking. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
And what's the next damage?
5 points.
It's
With the
7.
crit? Weren't they both crits?
Oh, it's 7?
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
double the dice.
Okay, it's 7. Yeah, I got a 2 the second time.
Oof. Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
As the arrows are punching through their armors, you can see the two of them looking back and forth, being like, what is going on? Alright.
Sounds like you need a new blacksmith.
Who the hell is this?
Oh, there,
Ignatius, your
gents.
turn.
Hello, governor.
Hello, Governor.
Ignatius, what are you doing?
Oh, is it my turn? Oh, it is. Sorry, I missed that. Okay, what do I want to do? There's only 2 guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right now.
How do they look?
Rough. They just have
They
a
look like
fucking
your friend.
meteor dropped on them.
Okay. So I'm not gonna use my highest shit, I guess. I'll cast. I'm gonna cast Shatter at 4th level.
That's
Okay.
a good.
Against which one?
It's a radius of 10 feet.
Oh, I gotcha. Affects everybody or only enemies?
Everybody.
Okay, then that's gonna hit everybody. Then Charnook, Tellius, and the 2 baddies.
Ooh, not a fan of that.
Don't kill me, please.
Alright, so for that close, no. I forgot how clustered it was. Okay.
Station time, I think we have.
He's not used to these big bad lightning spells.
Don't worry, team. I got the. Oh, I killed my comrades. Oh no, this is gonna guilt me till I die. Oh, this is trauma. What I'm seeing right now.
Nice space.
Just like Scoverhide.
So,
Oh,
Worse than Scoberheim.
This track slaps.
thanks. I've had
This
picked
track
out.
is a pop.
I've had this picked out since Justin gave me his story for Flama.
Oh, nice.
And just like that, his other characters are doing the job for him.
okay.
Oh, fucked off with this arc. Let me tell you.
Yeah, he's doing stuff. Not
Showing
here.
different things.
Yeah, he's being jacking.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon then.
I've heard of that spell.
Let's cast Spiritual Weapon. Alright. And, ooh, what's it gonna show up as? It'll show up as a, let's do kind of like a Roman Legionnaire's sword.
Yeah, nice.
That's pretty Ignatius of you.
Thank you.
Okay.
And, ooh, what color would it be? Probably just kind of like the color of lightning, where it's like kind of white, kind of blue, and kind of yellow, depending how you look at it.
Yeah.
But it's basically kind of like, you know, lightning color. All right. And
Gotcha.
swing it at one of the dudes.
Go for it. Which one? Black? It matters. Black or green?
Hang on, let me look here. The one that I was right in front of.
Oh yeah, so that would be black.
Okay, yep. Okay, so move. Okay. So it's a Constitution saving throw.
Spiritual weapons is
No, I looked at the wrong one. I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Go ahead and attack.
That's the one above it.
Yep. Make an attack roll.
So that's an 18.
Does not hit.
Oh, that hurts.
As the spiritual weapon comes down, you can see the individual in a black robe grab the spiritual weapon before it hits him and toss it back.
All right.
Actually, he's gonna try something. Actually, yep. Oh, never mind. Nope.
No.
Yeah, he has to be hit by it. Nope. Never mind. We're all good. All right. Is that it?
No, screw it. I'm going to do an action surge,
Yo, go for it.
and I'll just swing it again.
Okay, go for it. As Ignatius just looks at it again. No, I meant it with gusto this time.
With gusto.
All right, what do you got?
21.
He's able to deflect it again.
Oh, what the fuck is this dude?
Once again, he pushes it back. This time, as it comes towards him, he just dodges out of the way.
Okay.
All right. That's it then?
Yeah.
All right, it's its turn. It's going to come over to you and make an attack. Ooh, yummy. Yum. That is...
It's Mr. Yums.
That is a 29 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
All right. It is going to burn a key point and do stunning strike.
Nice. Okay.
He's using his fists. Crazy.
Stunning strike. I need you to make a con saving throw, Ignatius, as he turns to you and you hear a crack right underneath your jaw as his fist, the palm of his fist hits right up into you.
Con saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, nice. 21.
21 saves. Fucking
If you ever said fail, I was gonna be pissed.
you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage as he cracks up into you.
Okay, I'm going to use Wrath of the Storm. I'm gonna use... Yeah, okay. Dex saving throw 16.
Natural.
Which probably even better.
Yeah, you burned me on that. That's okay.
Oh, wait. Oh, so he takes half. So basically, after he hits me,
Yep.
lightning kind of like surges out of my body and hits him.
Oh! As it goes into him.
So
How much
that's
damage?
gonna be... I need to find the dice. Alright, I rolled pretty good. So that's an 11, which you have to find. 5 lightning damage.
All right. With that, you hear this animalistic roar out of him as he gets hit. Definitely not happy with you.
Well, I'm not happy with him.
Wait. Stunning strike is a what?
Stunning strike is just a thing that monks can do on any of their attacks.
Right.
So you can apply it to an attack you hit with.
You spend your key points to do it, but you can do it as long as you have the key points for
That's
it.
what I thought. I'm all good still. So he's gonna bonus action Fury of Blows against you, Ignatius.
Nice.
27 to hit.
Oh yeah. I'm not wearing my armor.
Bonus action.
Not that it would help.
That is 11 points of bludgeoning damage as he hits up underneath you. The lightning goes. You hear this roar, and then you see him take his fist, and it just club you right in the side of your head, and you can just feel the impact crunching into your ears. He's gonna take his next attack against Charnook.
Bring it on.
That
Tiny
is
man.
a 26
Yes,
to hit.
hits.
Yeah. So, con saving throw as he does Fury of Blows against you. No, stunning strike. Stunning strike.
Okay. I was gonna say.
Burning his third key point. I'm out of bonus action, so I can't do Fury of
So that's a 23.
Save.
Nice.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, get fucked. Fuck your stun. Yeah.
As he hits into another one, you're able to shake it off, and you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning damage, you say?
Yes. And then
He's punching you. What did you expect?
The tiny man has tiny fists. It's adorable.
A giant stone sword of bludgeoning. I don't understand this.
Sort of bludgeoning, you say?
One more
Find
attack. 19 against you, Charnook.
Yeah.
Okay, that hits. 13 more points of damage, bludgeoning, and give me a con saving throw.
All right.
Point for stunning
He's
strike.
just throwing all the
Key point. I think key point costs, stunning strike costs 3 key points to do. I think. And that's going to be a 21 for the con save against me, the barbarian.
Hey, you know, it hit. It works.
He can try, and I will just stand there and flex my pectoral muscles, which are bleeding profusely at him.
No, it is not free. You can spend 1 key point to make a target stun to the end of your next turn on a failed con
Okay.
save. Nope.
That's busted.
You live in a dream. For high level monks, probably, but that's also evening the field compared to everybody else's advantages. All right. With that, he is going to action surge.
Wow.
And
It is. That's crazy.
with that, you see him take out a familiar sword. And
Is it my
he's
sword?
Gonna hit everybody with this ranged sword attack.
Oh, you jerk! That's mine.
It sure is your sword.
They have mark shit.
That is a natural 20. That's a crit.
Nice.
All right.
Good thing that sword has garbage damage.
Yeah,
Mhm.
what's the damage on that guy?
It's like 2d8, I think.
Oops.
Good shit. 22 slashing damage from Adam of the West's greatsword.
22
It's the
slashing
vicious
to
greatsword, I believe.
Yes, it is.
What kind of range is that? Do I get hit by that?
It's a cleave that's like a 10. It's like a 10-foot cone, I think.
Is it 10-foot cone or 5-foot cone?
Might be 5. I think it. Yeah, actually, it is 5.
Is it? Check your shit. It's right in there. Just read it real
Oh
quick.
yeah, it is. I still have it, even though I don't have it. Cleave up to 3, 5-foot cone. Yep.
Yep. Okay, so it's just those two.
How much damage?
22.
22.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
The next one is a 19 to hit.
Against. Oh,
Both.
same sword?
Yeah, it's both. You're just carving it back and
Cleave
forth.
only applies once per turn.
Oh, but he's a boss, so go fuck yourself.
Alright, fine. It's
Yeah, my armor class is 11 right now.
All right, that's 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then he is going to take one hand off the sword and try and punch Charnook in the face, hoping for a low roll on his part. 19 to hit.
Yeah.
All right. 13 points of bludgeoning damage, and give me a con saving throw. They all can't be high.
You'd think. That's a natural 20 for a 27.
Piss and shit. All right, that's all right. He tried. He gave it his best effort this turn. All right. That finishes his turn. It's Yavanna's turn. Okay. She is going to do... Really? God damn it. Alright. Let's then just do... Oh, she's gonna do that one. Mass Cure Wounds, 5th level.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
I'm saved!
I was looking at doing that next turn.
3d8. 30 feet. That's everybody but Tyrion. 3d8
Rest in peace, Tyrion.
plus spellcasting ability modifier. That is 22 points of healing.
Take it.
Yavanna.
Alright. So great!
She's gonna back off. Be like, you guys have this. Tyrion. Yeah. Charnook, your turn.
Right. I'm gonna turn to the green guy, and
Yeah.
I am going to slash him with my sword.
Go for it.
So that's gonna be a 24 on the first strike.
Misses.
A 24 misses?
Yes, if you were paying attention to the game, you would know what class he is.
This
Happy
man's
feet.
skipping my turn.
Oh, hey Tyrion, what do you want to do? You're back. You want to do
I
anything?
want to start exiting this tower.
Yeah. All right, that's fine.
There we go.
As you get to the door, you see Kolveth go, oh, he's mine. And you can see the guy's eyes are glazed over, and he goes, move away now. And the guy walks to the side, and you are able to exit the door just fine. And
Okay.
Kolveth's just watching from distance. You go ahead without me. Charnook, first one missed.
For clarity, the green guy is the one with the scimitars, right?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, I must have missed something. Okay, well, I swung at him twice, and the other one was at 18, so clearly that doesn't hit.
Does not hit.
He was the one who got hit with all the arrows, right?
No, he wasn't.
Oh, really? Okay.
He got
I
hit.
hit him.
He did, but
I hit him.
but Luke was also rolling 29 and 28 to hit.
Okay. Wow, that's...
Most arrows went at the small dude.
Yeah, that's fair.
Small dude is very dead, thanks to everybody.
Me in my head.
Exactly.
Me in my head was gonna go for the most damaged one, but if that's the case, that's fine. I just wasted my 2 attacks.
Big win! Tellius, your turn.
big-
They both see, I'm pretty sure.
Who am I closer to, I guess?
Equidistance.
Equidistant.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to hammering horns and headbutt him. So he has to make a strength saving throw.
There we go.
Oh. Okay.
Saving throw.
Legendary resistance, the second one.
Ha! Take that, idiot!
Okay.
That's it?
That's it.
Tellius.
Got him.
Alright, cool. I'll just make my attack action against the guy that has my swords.
Go for it.
Sounds like a thing that I should do. I got a 21 to hit. I don't think that hits, right?
Does not hit.
Okay.
You feel a clank against the heavy armor he's wearing. Seems familiar.
And I rolled a 15, so
Doesn't hit. And
nothing. No worries.
Another clank as as you're able to get through. He's not even paying attention to you as he's trying to focus on what's in front of him.
Okay. Bonus action. I'll cast. I don't think I can cast that because I don't have a focus. So I'll just end my turn there.
Okay.
See if I can. Actually, yeah. Can I move like? Yeah. Never mind. You're good. If I already moved to attack in melee range, it's fine. You're good.
Yep. You're good.
You're good.
Zablam.
Good. I'll bonus action give inspiration to Charnook, I guess.
Fuck yeah.
Fine.
That's what I'll do.
What's your inspiration die?
D10.
Oh, big.
Taking 3 attacks against Charnook.
Sure can try.
One's a natural 1, so he's fucked there.
Idiot.
Next one is a 16.
I stomp on his blade. 16?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
because
nice.
I don't have armor.
And then the other one is 20 plus.
Yeah.
All right. On the first attack, he's gonna burn another 5th level spell slot and divine smite. So it's 1, 2.
I sure wish we had a caster that could just ignore ACs.
Too bad he just dropped a fucking meteor on these guys, getting rid of most of their health.
Hell yeah.
That is 5 slashing
Okay.
and 30 radiant
Okay.
for the first attack.
Yep.
The second attack is 14 slashing.
I'm done.
You see, as it goes in, you hear this little howl of sorts as Charnook goes to the ground.
Howl?
Yeah. As it looks over to the other Inner Circle member, and you hear him say, "Pull your weight and finish this." All right, that's that. That's its turn. Top of the order, Zeph.
I would like to bonus action hide.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm
You're
already
still
hidden.
so.
Well, probably not hidden though.
Oh, how dare you!
Do I feel like I'm hidden?
How
I'm just
dare
gonna try to
you!
hide
You
a
don't
little
know
bit
that,
better.
you little bitch.
I'm still gonna like if I rolled a 17, it definitely doesn't feel like I'm that hidden to myself. So I'm like, okay, I gotta hide a little bit better.
All right. I'll live with that logic.
29.
Yeah, that seems pretty out there.
That's pretty good. Okay, so now I'm gonna take an attack against Green Man.
Go for it.
Let's see what happens. You have advantage because I'm hidden. 26.
Hits.
I will just roll damage for that one. 11.
Nice. Starting to look rough.
And I will take a second attack.
Go for it.
Now I am not hidden. That is a 24, but I'm going to use my superiority die. Roll a 1d8.
Yep, guaranteed to hit then.
Okay, well. Then that's 9 extra damage.
Fuck yeah. He's getting worn down as the armor is cracking, and you can see blood spilling onto the pavement. You can hear the cheering, the shouts around you guys as the freed slaves are not only cheering you on, but you also hear horrible screams as you can also see the Black Panther going back and forth saying, "They may take our lives, but they will not take our freedom. They do not get past us. They do not break our circle."
Fucking Braveheart here.
Yeah.
I've never seen Braveheart.
Well,
Oh shit, that's pretty dope.
that first. What's a famous?
That was word for word the line.
Oh fuck, get out of here.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Right on.
Not the second part.
Whatever. It's still happening. Cool.
Zeph's like, yeah, you can give speeches all you want, but can you hit these guys maybe?
Wait, so Charnook's down. Who's this other person? Is that the bad guy that's down?
He's dead. Charnook murdered him to death.
Dead. Okay. I was just making same guy. Okay.
Your turn.
Alrighty. And there's just the one guy left?
Nope, two.
No, there's both of them.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There
Still
is
left.
black and green hoods.
Oh, I thought I killed the green guy.
Oh,
Is this a different green guy?
nope. He's got a lot
Okay.
of health. You killed the yellow hood,
Oh, okay.
and then Charnook chopped off his head
Yeah, dude.
because he listened to my wording and he annoyed me.
Alrighty.
Green guy has a high AC.
Okay, so 2 arrows and green guy, and one in the other.
Okay. It is not 24.
What?
25. Oh my gosh,
That
Emily.
makes sense.
So that's a 29 to hit.
Fucking
crit.
shit!
Yeah, it's another crit.
She has crit. She's
3
critting them 3 times. She's
I crit.
hit the green guy
4 times.
twice. Yeah, it might be 4, but you've hit the
Yeah.
green guy twice now with crits. Keep going.
That's crazy.
Let's do it.
The second one into the green guy is a 20 to hit.
Does not hit.
And in the black guy,
Yep.
it's a 27 to hit.
Hits.
Cool.
So for one arrow he cuts out of the air with Tellius' scimitar, and the other one cracks right through his breastplate. That's your crit. Go ahead and roll your crit. Reroll ones.
So that is 14 plus 3.
17.
So 17.
Oh, he's looking rough.
I don't remember which I said first,
green one.
but that guy first.
Green one. Yep.
And then 6 points to the other guy.
Nice. As blood is coming out from the green hood, you hear the black hood look over and just like,
Hey, Zach.
What's up?
Are you level 12 barbarian?
Dude, you're right.
Oh,
I always forget about that.
Wamada, stand up! Wamada!
I mean, my favorite part about being a barbarian.
Yeah, so Reed, I'm a level 12 barbarian, so I have relentless rage.
Yes.
So I make a con saving throw, and if I beat 10, then I come back with 1.
Okay.
And it's a 16, so I'm back at 1.
Whoa.
And it goes up every time you do it.
Yep, DC jumps up to 15 next time.
Yep.
Yep.
5 each time.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Thought you had me. I thought I had me.
All right.
So I believe.
Thank you.
That'll end Orhana's turn. Ignatius, it's your turn.
Oh boy, do I still want to heal Charnook?
Oh god. My eyeball is hanging out of its socket.
I'm still up. You can't kill me. The other one's coughing up the blood. The other one's starting to look at his surroundings.
Alright, I'm going to use a. Hang on. Here we go. I'm going to use a 4th level Cure Wounds on Charnook.
Thank you.
Nice.
I'm going to run over to him.
You're
Place.
literally next to him. But yeah.
Sure, I'll just just kind of glancing, barely look at him. I'll just throw my hand against his chest. Go. Here you go.
Oh.
And for a little flavor, and because I want my healing magic to work this way, it's gonna kind of work more like a defibrillator than like light cleric magic, and it's gonna, when I hit you, there's gonna be like a jolt of electricity that kind of goes through your system.
All right.
And you heal.
And then you can see like the electricity or sparks like come out of my hands.
Very cool. How much do I heal for?
I will roll. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Pretty good. That's 14, 17, 19.
Thank you.
Hang on. Wait till you get... Oh, plus 4. So 19 plus 4, 20, 23.
Very awesome. Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Anything else?
So if I cast a spell, bonus action. What do I have under my bonus action?
You still have your spiritual weapon active, so you can swing it again.
Do you swing?
It's your bonus action.
It's a bonus action. I can move the weapon and repeat the attack again. Oh, I can. Okay.
All right, whoever you want to attack.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good spell.
That is an awesome. Oh, that's just nice to have something for bonus actions. Okay. Yeah, so Charnook's up, and I'll swing at the black guy again.
Go for it. Out of context, you guys, awful.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've heard it twice now. Terrible.
Yep.
I mean,
hood.
you called him.
I call him a black hood. Excuse me. Very different. The apparel he's wearing.
Thank you.
I was pretty good, so hang on. Spells. Spiritual weapons. So that's gonna be a 24.
Hits!
Yes! Alright, so that's... I need my D8s again. Why do I keep putting them away?
I don't know. You're an adult.
You fool!
I'm not used to spells. I'm used to just being like, grab that one die that I need. Okay, that is 12 points of thunder damage.
Nice.
Damage.
Oh, nope, not thunder damage. I clicked on the wrong one.
You little bitch. You lying sack of shit to me.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Where the hell did it go? I keep clicking on the wrong ones.
24 to hit you, Ignatius. 23 to hit you, Charnook. 13 points bludgeoning for you, Charnook.
Oof.
Ignatius, give me a con saving throw.
Okay.
Fury of blows against Charnook. 22 to hit. That hits. That's another 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
9.
9, you are stunned.
Okay. But I assume I can still use Wrath of the Storm.
Is it a reaction?
Yeah. But it's a reaction to being hit.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So he hits me, I use the reaction, and then the stun.
Yeah, go for it.
Unless the DM wants to...
No, I like that. Go for it.
No, that makes sense. That works out
you're good.
on a stack. That makes sense.
Yep.
Sure. Okay, so DC 16, Dex.
His dex?
Yes.
28.
Yeah, I thought so. And he's gonna take... that's 8 lightning and half. That's 4.
Okay.
So lightning shoots out.
Alright.
Oh, actually, hang on. I get to reroll ones. Oh wait, no, I don't. Treat any one as a 2, so that's gonna be still 4 because you have. All right.
Oh, cool. Since I hit Fury of Blows on Charnook, I need him to give me a dex saving throw.
Dex save?
Yep.
Okay. This is an effect that I can see, presumably?
Yeah. He just
Okay,
punches
so that's
you in
a
the
fit.
hand.
Okay, so it's a 15 on a dex save.
Okay, you fall prone,
Okay.
and you get pushed 15 feet.
Alright.
No,
What?
I think you can choose.
you choose one of the 3 effects.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. One of the following effects. Yep. Or I could say, go fuck yourself, Hunter, if you want to rule boys me and say he gets all 3 on one attack. You want me to go there? I'll do it!
Listen, I play that class in my other group, so I know it well.
Right, stunned, pushed. Alright. And then he's going to go over to Tellius and attempt to hit Tellius. That is a 19.
Miss.
Really? Oh, yeah, you got big
I
armor.
have +3 plate armor, homie.
Yeah. Goes to hit into your armor, and you see him like, that's my armor.
No, it's my armor.
And that will...
Those are my sword. Is this monk guy or...
No, it's monk guy.
Fuck. Oh, well, those are my
sword.
You see the other one on the ground just like, do something. And he's looking around
do
right
something.
now. It is now Yvonne's turn. Yvonne is going to... for a high roll spell. Now that these are still gone, how long does this take? Yep. She's going to cast Sunbeam.
Hell yeah.
She's got the nice 5 foot there on the 2. One burn its last legendary resistance. The other one fails. The monk fails.
He's blinded.
Height. He's blinded, and they take 68 radiant damage.
Damn.
And half as much on a success. 6d8. D8. Alright. Oof, Ivana.
This spell is literally just a Kamehameha.
Oof. If he fails, that's a 25 points.
Nice.
Alright, they're looking really rough, the two of them. It is now Tyrion's turn as he's walking downstairs.
I'm gonna walk another 30 down this. No, 60 feet down the stairs.
You got it. Sprinting down the stairs. You also feel exhausted because you have that point of exhaustion. Oh my.
Yep.
Oh. All right. Charnook, your turn.
Right. So, learning from my mistakes, I'm going to swing at the other one.
Okay, you could try.
I sure can try with this bland sword. That's going to be a 22 for the first strike.
Hits.
Ah, I did something! And a 17 on the second one. That doesn't it.
Yeah.
Alright, so two-handed
One comes, he pushes your attack away, then the second one hits into him.
It's going to be 10 slashing damage. Big 10
Nice.
slashing damage.
Looking rough.
And I am going to bonus action Hammering Horns. Make a strength save, please.
Sure. 23.
That's a save.
You can feel just the strength as you go to put your horns and he grabs both of them, the blood coming out of his forearms from cuts and blocks, and it just is absolute massive force in front of you that's equaling your strength as you try and impale him and he pushes you back.
You should give up. This is a losing fight.
He doesn't respond. Tellius, your turn.
2 attacks. Here we go.
Okay, which one?
Green guy.
Go for it.
It's prey. We have a 26
Hits.
Nice.
and a 19.
Does not hit.
Alright.
The first
26.
blow, as you come down, your scimitar deflects your sword, and as you can see, he goes to block the second one. He's hemorrhaging from the previous attacks, and you land a blow.
Alright, I'll expend a, what do we got? A 5th level spell slot to Divine Smite that.
Yep.
Get him.
And then the Thunderous Smite from earlier takes into play. So let me roll some damage here.
Go for it.
That's a big hit.
So 7 piercing.
Okay.
The Divine Smite would be 5d8, so that's going to be 23 radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
The Thunderous Smite damage will be 2d6 thunder.
He had 1 HP left.
That's 5 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
I mean, it's thunderous energy, so and radiant. So as the blade pierces into him,
Yep.
it is going to, like, the energy is gonna, it's like rippling on the sword, so it's just gonna crackle off, and sort of like the divine, like, holy, like, sort of icy magic is also going to come into effect at the same time. So his body is just gonna, like, explode, not actually explode, but like sort of ragdoll off into the distance as the blade pierces into him. All that magic just kind of
right into the wall, and as he hits into the wall, just his body shatters as it all becomes ice. As it, after the thunderous damage puts him into all the rubble behind you, and all of his belongings fall to the ground.
nice. I'm gonna make my way over to my swords and whatever other belongings he has.
All right, you can't come up yet this round.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm like, my stuff. So that's all I'll do.
Zeph, top of the order.
Bonus action, hide.
Yep.
Zeph's just like, that's a 28.
He's crouched.
Yeah, okay. He can't see you.
Okay, so 26. Yeah, 26 to hit.
Hits. Oh, can you?
And this time, I'm not gonna forget. What's he gonna do?
He's gonna try and deflect a missile. So go ahead. Burn in a key point. So how much damage does it do?
It was 8 plus. My gosh, why can I not? 18.
18. Okay. That is going to be.
Does he have to like roll the damage or something?
Yeah, he has to roll a d10 plus his modifier. If I reduce it to 0 and I have a free hand, I can spend another key point to make a ranged attack as a monk weapon with a range of 26. So he got exactly 18.
Does he have a free hand?
He does have a free hand. The other one is holding the great sword. And he's going to try and whip that shit back at you. Natural one.
Nice.
That's a no.
I will attack him again.
Go for it. As he throws the arrow way back at you, but it looks like a really like, it doesn't even come close to you. It basically falls a couple inches. It's like
27.
With the long, non-dominant hand. Hits.
12.
Nice. Looking real rough. Panic's in his eyes. All right.
But is he at the disco?
Ohana, your turn.
Alrighty. It's just the one guy?
One guy, just the black cloak individual.
Oh my gosh, you have so many tabs open. It stresses me out so much.
Leave me alone. Alright, Mr. Black.
Alright.
3 arrows.
Alright, guys.
I mean, I will say, Reed changed his story. He was saying Black Hood before, and now he's saying Black Cloak. I don't know what.
Which one is it, Reed? Is it a hood or a
It's
cloak?
his last name. His last name
Man
is
soon appears if we're gonna do this.
Oh boy.
If you want to know the difference between a black hood and a black cloak, Mansoon will gladly tell you the difference.
I thought his was like.
He's so
blue.
knowledgeable.
He is more blue, you're right.
Mansoon is such a great guy. It's just always so
I'm
nice,
an
you know?
expert in tapestry. Look into this black hole. See the difference of pure black versus purple black. As he opens a nebula on the opposite side. Either one of these will destroy you, but you'll understand color theory. Orhana, what did you roll?
Alright, so all 3 arrows into Mr. Black.
Yep.
The first one was a 28.
Hits.
The second one was a 26.
Hits.
And the third one was a 25.
Hits.
Nice.
Alrighty. Bad day to be Mr. Black.
Oof.
Yeah, phrase in there.
Every day in America, man, let me tell you. Poor Mr. Black.
Black's just his last name.
Yeah.
I wonder where he got it on the way over from the slave ships. What's your last name? Last name is this. It's Mr. Black. On your way.
Yep.
All right. So the first arrow does 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Second one does 11.
How do you want to do this?
Nice.
Well, the third one does 8.
You see,
Yeah,
the lights are off
I-
upstairs. And another one. Okay. How do you want to do this?
I think I shoot all 3 at the same time,
Sure.
and
Cool.
it's just a straight arrow down his, or like a straight line down the middle of his chest.
Yeah.
And it's like, ugh.
You see, as the other one gets killed by Tellius, he turns over and he goes, "You're gonna regret," from Orhana. And he just falls to the ground. We have ended combat.
I lop off their
Finally.
heads.
As combat ends, you see the crowds surging and the mound of bodied prisoners behind you rising as the clashing happens in the streets, and you see him come over. The Black Panther comes over, and he goes, "We must get out of here. Follow me." And he starts ushering you guys around, and other people are picking up the belongings off the inner circle people that have fallen here.
Wait,
And
stuff.
they are running with you guys right now.
Oh yes, my brethren.
Slaves are creating a pathway for you guys as you end up into a hideout. Tyrion, as you get outside, you end up by one of the Black Panther's sympathizers, takes you to the hideout, and then your entire group now reconvenes inside this hideout. And you see Hammurabi look to you, Tullius, and goes, "What a wondrous night," with those shining golden teeth. And I will tell you what you can add to your inventory as we end tonight's session.
Heck yeah.
What you find on the bodies of the individuals are
Give me my stuff.
ring
The next month of this campaign. Give me my stuff.
Ring of the Valkyrie.
Ooh.
Oh, that's for everyone.
Yep,
For
Ring of
everyone?
the Valkyries.
Wait. How many?
All of them. It's probably 4 of them, if I'm going to be real with you. But if I want this to be over with, it's all of them.
It's all of them.
It's
Nice.
all of them.
Good job, guys. We bowled our DM into more revenue.
I just want this over with and give us our stuff back.
It's just not easy, nerd.
You lost! There is punishment for losing!
All right.
It's already in your inventory.
Okay, Rings of Valkyries.
Yep.
Decanter of Endless Water.
Oh yeah, give it back.
Scroll of Ray of Enfeeblement.
Oh, that's me.
Ruby Focus.
Hey!
Boots of Striding and Springing.
Springing.
Out of Disguise.
Yay!
Bag of Tricks.
Ooh.
That,
We got
Oh, that's also me. Hooray!
that came off the Yellow Cloak. Green Cloak.
I have the.
Tullius's
the
Uncle's Scimitars. +1 breastplate, which is your original armor. Oh no, you already took that. Never mind. You already got.
I mean, I don't need it anymore.
Yep. Oversized longbow you already have, right?
So you have 2 copies of it.
Leave me alone.
Vestige of Protection. Whose is that?
That's mine.
There you go.
Yes. My shield.
And then your breastplate armor of the Valkyrie.
Yes. Yes.
There's more.
There's more because that's now the Black Cloak. Ring of Necrotic Resistance is given to you guys back from Yavanna, who's got that earlier in the +1 dagger.
Yeah, we did.
The arrows of slaying are given back to Orhana.
No, I don't have to do that.
You do,
I
you're
can
right.
keep 'em.
Never mind, you're right. You do find Adam of the West Alert Longbow. That's also in there. Adam of the West Vicious Greatsword, and the Efficient
Yes.
Quiver is in there as well.
That was a lot of stuff.
Does my bow happen to be in my quiver?
Oh, awkward sauce. Your bow isn't in there. It might be in the final villain of this run.
Oh no.
Zeph's like, great, I got a quiver for no reason. It's the only thing I got back. It doesn't do anything.
I gotta.
Didn't I get 2 longbows of some sort?
You did.
One of them was Adam's longbow of.
That's
Morning.
You have
That's
Adams, which is
Orhana's,
Orhana's, and then the other one
What's the other one?
is Charnook's oversized.
Nice. Big.
big.
There is now 1, 2, 3, 4 inner circle members left, and Tyra is one of them.
Or is she really part of it at this point?
We gotta kill 4 more of these chumps.
Yeah,
Or
see,
are we gonna kill her later?
she's last.
I mean, like, we don't have to kill her if she's gonna be nice and help us
I'm
kill
just
the
gonna
other
slit her
ones.
throat at some point.
Yeah.
While she's sleeping, I'm gonna creep up on her.
And on that happy note, I'll stop the recording.